best character from Clockwork Planet.
Okay, so I'm locking the shows. I don't do anything, and then yeah, there we go. So we are streaming now. We're gonna get a little bit of time before we start intros and everything. We should cut it out. We don't have Joker to do intros. Damn, we suck.
Yeah, Donnie, in my notes I've been taking for Clockwork Planet, you should have seen one of the notes in there. Because in one episode, they're like, what is this, a romantic comedy? And I just put down in my notes. Where is it?
Fourth wall breaking.
No, not romance. Stay back, Pat.
Yeah, there's the new tier list and stuff like that. There's that. Okay.
You need to actually put that in your actual script.
It is gonna be in the script.
Okay, so y'all ready?
I'm gonna play that
3,
scene and Pat's face
2,
slowly come in.
3, 2, 1.
You're already live.
Donnie, do the intro.
What? What?
This intro, Donnie. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another podcast. And
It still says Slice of Anime Podcast number 1, you bitch.
Get
No.
good scrub.
oh, shit! I didn't update it. There we go. Updated. It's updated. It's updated. It's changed. Before Stream Elements came on, it said podcast number 2. Get fucked, kid. Hello. Yep.
Hey.
Okay. So this is no matter where we talk.
Hey, wait. What?
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 Okay, so hello everyone. Today is a special day. We're gonna be ranking anime. I have a list here
We're here
That-
against our will. Please, someone save us.
that I don't want y'all to look at. I don't want y'all to go to my stream and look at. Y'all are just gonna do y'all's own thing. Y'all don't pop in my stream. I want these to be hidden from y'all.
I'm already in the stream.
Yeah, so am I.
Get out of the stream. Get out. Leave.
No.
Leave. Okay.
Fuck you. We need to know what we're dealing with here.
You know
And
what?
you said earlier that we were to be in the stream, so fuck you.
You know what? We're just gonna.
Do you not want viewers?
There we go.
Why does it matter if we can see? Is that
I want it to be
When's our
special
exercise
for you.
scene?
No, it is nothing. Y'all
Our
don't.
exercise.
You don't know. You don't know anything.
Why does
So,
it matter if we can see the lid?
because fuck you, I want it to be special.
We can barely see it. Anyways, it's all blurry.
Well, it's not blurry.
It's not
Yes, it
blurry
is.
for me.
Your quality, your internet shit, Donnie. Get fucked.
Well, you only offer it in one quality, Pat. It's 512 by 60.
512 by 60.
That's the way I had to clip it, unless you want to like meet.
No,
it.
that's the actual stream output to Twitch is 512.
I can barely tell what half of these are.
Oh, I can tell with almost
Oh
all of these.
no, Pat! Did you have to put that in there? No.
I had to add some in here just to get the list some variety, and that's what we came up with. So first anime we're gonna talk about for
Waffles,
today.
Please tell me that you see that.
I don't know where I'm looking.
First,
Fourth
no, Donnie, we're gonna
one to the left.
Oh dear God, no! Why?
we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about all these. We're gonna talk about all these. We're gonna rate them. We're gonna talk about it. We're gonna put them in the list.
Well, that one's definitely a dumpster fire.
Most of these are good. Okay, so first one we have on our list is the original Pokemon series anime. Fight me if you believe it's not an anime, because it actually is.
The 4Kids dub, we're gonna pretend doesn't exist. So let's go with that one as it stands as original. Me personally will put it at below Godlike.
Yeah, I was gonna say below godlike as well.
If we do 4Kids dub, is it godlike because nothing beats a jelly-filled Brock?
I mean, but then again,
Okay,
me.
you've got Godlike memes, but it's dumpster fire dubbing.
No, we'll save it for anime memes, and I'll talk about which meme I put on the list for when we get to there. But for right now, we all say below godlike.
Yeah.
Because Pokemon, I believe, is an anime for everyone, and it's always been
Yeah, almost everyone has witnessed it.
Yep. at least once, and everyone has witnessed a Jellyfoot Brock, so it's going to below godlike.
Why does everyone reject me? Don't worry, don't worry. There's some more girls that will reject you.
I'll get one someday. I'll get one someday.
Being really hopeful there, Brock.
I mean, but then again, he does end up getting a girlfriend, and I'm pretty sure that they get married sometime in the series. So
I mean, in
What the fuck? You ruined Pokemon. Why would they
still-
ruin Pokemon like that?
there's still hope for me.
in Diamond and Pearl, they did give him a girlfriend, but I'm pretty sure he got dumped a little bit later words because he's like, I'm traveling with my girlfriend, and she was like a truck driver in Diamond and Pearl, and next thing you know. Oh no, it was only the beginning. It was in the beginning of Diamond Pearl. Next thing you know, she gets a call on the phone. She's like, "Oh shit!" Oh, she's like, "Oh no, my husband called. I gotta get home." And Boston are like, "What? You got a husband?" No, it was like boyfriend or husband. And she's like, "Oh shoot, I'm sorry." Kicks Brock out of the truck and just leaves him with Ash. So now it's like that's how it started off. I was like, bro, damn. Watching Diamond and Pearl as like a fucking 10-year-old.
The next one coming up, Citrus.
Because.
Neither of us have seen it. You're the only one that's seen that.
Really? At least have y'all heard about Citrus?
No,
I've heard of Citrus.
Okay.
It's
I
where the
haven't.
fucking the one meme I said the other day that I originally saw it on was a Citrus clip, and it was I'm straight, so is spaghetti till it gets wet.
So that's what that's from.
I don't know if that's an actual line from it. I just saw that put onto a clip from
No.
Citrus.
It's not. All right.
Fuck no. I thought y'all would at least heard of Citrus and what it was. So
I've heard
No,
of
I
Citrus, and
haven't.
it's a fucking Yuri.
it's a Yuri about incest. Incest is with incest, but as long as you're not related by blood, it's
Because the
okay.
animation for it looked really nice, I'm gonna say below passable. Sorry, I
Yeah.
have a thing against Wincest.
Dude, I was gonna put this in trash can. No, I'm joking. It is. Oh no. From my point of view, it did give us a good relationship. The manga, on the other hand, is pretty good. But we're only talking about the anime, not the manga. But the anime was good. The relationship between the two was average, I guess I could say, for being what it was, an incest show. As long as you're not related by blood, okay. So I think passable or below passable is fit. So Donnie, if I said this is a Yuri about stepsisters that have a good romance throughout the entire anime, where would you rate this? Just based off those?
Just based off that,
Yeah.
dumpster fire.
Fuck, he hates Wincest more than I do.
Okay, two of us agree on below.
There has to be some graphic scenes in it in order for me to put it above there.
There was one of the beginning scenes that it shows in like episode 1 or episode 2, I believe. It's just
Okay, you bitched
real-
at me earlier for wanting to put shows in here that not everyone has seen. I've already identified a few that I can guarantee not all of us have seen.
yeah, I know.
I-
I only created the.
Honestly,
I
I
kind
can
of put some
recognize,
of these in here just for the dumpster fire.
Wait, is that Monster Mizume?
Yeah,
That's
I-
going straight to godlike. I
Hey,
do not care.
shut up. We're going one by one.
Oh, there's Fade as well.
We're going one by one. Chill out.
Fine. My
Chill
Hero
out.
Academia.
My Hero Academia. We're basing
Are we
it
going by seasons or overarching series?
or overarching series.
I
It
haven't
was
seen.
good until the end of season 2.
I'm gonna give
I
it to
haven't-
you as well. Season 1 and season 2 probably best ones from My Hero.
Yeah, I haven't seen his season 4 yet, so I don't know how that is. But
I haven't
Yes,
even made it
see-
past season 2. Like, I made it halfway into season 3.
Let's all agree again that tournament arc for My Hero season 2 best
best
Oh,
arc.
fuck yeah.
best arc.
Best fight
Sorry,
scene.
Sorry, let me summarize that entire season in one word. Stain.
Stay.
Let, let me
Dang.
summarize the entire first season in one sentence. Midoriya breaks bones.
Season 2. Tournament. Stain. That is all. I'm gonna put, because of season 3 in that, I
Below
can't put
godlike.
My Hero into godlike. I'm debating between above average and below godlike.
I'm putting it below godlike. I like the third season, but not just as much as the second and first seasons.
I'm gonna give it below godlike as well because, like you said, this third and fourth season. But again, then again,
above average because it did bring it down a decent amount. The fights are still intense as hell. Okay,
but I'm pretty sure staying in tournament arc bring it up. Plus, the animation in My Hero's not bad. Character design and character development isn't bad as is not that. It's actually amazing. It's not that amazing. The antagonist in My Hero, bring it up as well. League of Villains, Nomu, Stain. I'm pretty sure this is below.
The only antagonist that like matters in My Hero.
I don't know the decaying antagonist from My Hero.
I guess Overhaul kinda is a pretty decent antagonist, but Stain.
Plus, bro, you gonna put this below above average when it has fucking purple grapes?
No,
bro, that ad deserves a below godlike right there.
If it was just him, then that would be way below dumpster fire.
That'd just be its own category.
No, I convinced myself into godlike.
That's its own category. It's just a Mineta category.
Mineta is just off. It's just off to its own. just like 50 yards away from the rest.
What the fuck's that next show?
Astrocore?
Yes, Astrocore. You are correct, Nubby. We were talking about.
I haven't seen it, but I've heard of it.
What was that, Waffles? Basically, have you seen Chivalry of a Failed Knight?
No.
Yes.
And I refuse to.
It's a good show. Trust me.
What do you mean you refuse to? It's just your normal average. Oh, hey, let me walk in. Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Girl has no clothes on. First episode.
That's exactly why I refuse to watch it.
No, the best.
So many clips in that, and it has not caught my attention. It's actually the clips I've seen, which have even been like the most hyped moments, have made me hate the show.
Waffles. You don't understand. Immediately after that happens, he tries to make up by taking off his clothes. That way she can see him naked.
I don't care.
Trust me. You should give the show a watch. Chivalry 2. Chivalry's amazing. Final episode of Chivalry, that was beautiful. Well done. That just turned a protagonist into not. I ain't fucking with this man. This man is not fuckable. This is a own type of man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. No. I've watched a review of it where I pretty much ignored the review, and it was just showing all the episodes. Like it was very. Like, pretty much everything was there. It took the guy 6-hour-long videos to get through the first 6 episodes. And watching it there, the animation is pretty it's not amazing animation. The story is so basic and bare bones. Like, I don't care for basic bare bones stories, as you could tell. I love fucking Demon Slayer, but Demon Slayer makes up with bare bones story with amazing animation.
True.
Whereas the animation isn't even that great to begin with. It's just a needlessly overpowered protagonist with a shitty animation.
He's not overpowered. He's actually one of the weakest characters in the story.
Yeah.
Like, the only reason why he looks so overpowered is because his special technique that he uses puts all of his energy into 1 minute. That's the reason why he looks so overpowered, but in terms of
can someone send me a larger picture of this? Because I could be thinking of the wrong show right now.
No, it's Astrocore. It's Astrocore.
It's Astrocore?
It is Astrocore, yes.
Okay, then yeah, I know exactly what fucking show that is, and so yeah. Sorry, you guys kept saying Chivalry.
No, we were talking about Chivalry of a Failed Knight.
I'm comparing the two.
Oh well, we're talking about fucking Astrocore.
That's why we don't go to different shows. Get fucked, kid. It's gonna go to passable. It's average and it's passable. I'm gonna give it that.
I wouldn't even give it a fucking passable.
It is passable.
I give it a below.
Below passable.
honestly, below passable is the highest I will give that show. Honestly, I would rather see it in Dumpster Fire, but
Yeah,
there's other shows on this list more
I
deserving.
I haven't seen it. I want to, but I haven't. Now that you said that it's like Chivalry of the Fell Knight, I'll have to watch it.
I mean, in the way where it's like guy walks on a girl, that type of stuff. I'm gonna give it passable. Donnie, what do you say?
Yeah, I'll go passable. After I watch it, then I can change my mind. But
After he watches it, fucking just like, this shit's fucking a dumpster fire. Just opinion completely drop.
well, I already know where I'm putting one of these.
Okay.
Berserk.
No. It is not just Berserk. This is Berserk 2016.
From what I've-
trash
from-
can.
From what I've seen from the animation is pretty good. But I
No,
haven't
Donnie, 2016. Not the old one, 2016.
2016.
2016.
We gotta
Berserk.
correct you on this. One sec.
I'm not sure what I'm thinking of. I haven't seen it.
Just show Donnie like a video or an animation to set my man's right.
This man needs a fucking education.
Oh,
'Cause
that.
This isn't
That,
just
yeah.
That.
Okay. Yeah,
this
now
isn't just trash can. This is dumpster fire.
Oh fuck yeah.
This is
Hands
literally
down
the
dumpster
worst
fire.
thing that could have happened to a great series.
When I just saw Berserk, I'm like, okay, yeah, Berserk. Okay, this is gonna get somewhere good, and then you're like, but no, Berserk 2016. Oh fuck.
No.
Trash can.
This is stuff that I did. I decided to go a flipperoonie and put the 2016 in here. Berserk 2016. Just to spice up it a little
Okay,
bit more.
next is fucking
Attack on Titan, all seasons.
Shingeki no Kyojin.
I tried watching it the first season. About one episode in, I couldn't do it anymore. No,
That's the thing. You have to get by that initial like. First
it's something. If
episode.
something doesn't keep me interested in the first episode, I can't watch it.
No, you gotta go
That's
first
my
2
thing.
episodes.
Well, I can't. Like, if the first episode doesn't catch my attention, I can't watch it.
Bro, are you telling me that OP isn't catching your attention? Bro.
Well, seasons 2 OP definitely fucking.
See you later, Diego. Hi.
I mean, the opening is it's just like
It
like,
is an
I
amusing show.
can't
It is
like I can't
the
just
first
watch them.
the first few episodes are kind of painful.
You have to
but
sit
after
through
those
it.
few episodes, it does get quite good.
It
Like
gets
Shingeki no Kyojin, I would definitely put above average.
no,
at lowest.
no.
I'm saying at
Attack on
lowest.
Titan is godlike. It deserves godlike.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
Attack on Titan. Once you sit through the first episodes, it just spikes up. You know,
And then
it takes
season-
a turn.
Like season 1 gets up to like 50% hype, and then season 2 jumps it up to like 280% hype. Season 3 part 1 fucking jumps it up to 300% hype, and then fucking part 2 of season 3 is like hype levels infinity.
But also, it has best boy Mr. Clean himself and the anime. Mr. Clean takes this anime up to notch and puts it into godlike.
Yeah, this is definitely goes in godlike.
Mr. Clean goes into godlike. Also, OPs and EDs of Attack on Titan, extremely big. I love an anime with an amazing OP and amazing ED. If those two don't sell it for me, those bring it down like to below godlike. Like if I'm saying just names on a long Pokemon, goes into godlike.
Just the opening, yeah, the original series, for sure.
But yeah,
Okay, next. Ruby.
Ruby.
I haven't seen it, but I've seen clips.
You're gonna get a lot of hate because a lot of people don't classify this as an actual anime.
Well, you know what? Everyone can just fuck right off.
But
Welcome to
Ruby,
my.
I love Ruby, but I hate Ruby.
I
It's a love-hate relationship.
I love Ruby plot and everything and
Ruby?
characters.
Did you just say roofie?
No, Ruby.
I
Sounds
love
like
Ruby
this-
up
I-
to like season just after the fucking essentially after the tournament arc. After that, the series for me just started going down.
I love Ruby.
after the fucking tournament arc.
I love the plot. I fucking hate the animation. I cannot stand to watch the anime. That's like watching Jin. The animation just it keeps pushing me away.
Ajin.
I
actually enjoy Ajin. The animation jank at times, but I loved Ajin.
the anime and the style of the animation for Ruby turns it down to me where I have to put it like above average, like below godlike.
The best
Or above average.
The best I'll give Ruby is above average.
Like the animation turns it down for me. Like
same here. The music, on the other hand, they
Oh
have some fucking real great
God.
fucking tracks. Red Like Roses, Red Like Roses Part 2, Caffeine.
plus
Time to say goodbye.
plus let's just say Blake, top tier.
Yeah, Blake is pretty fucking great.
Blake and
But
Wise.
then again,
Blake and Wise. Blake and Wise.
I'm
top tier.
biased for Blake though because I love me my cat girls. I love me my neckos.
Okay, let's be real. Who doesn't?
I love
Surprisingly,
bunnies.
A lot of people.
So fuck you, Donnie. Fuck you,
Hey.
I
bitch.
like his bunnies. But no, Ruby, that's the most I will give it.
I'm gonna give it the above average as well. That animation.
I can't accept a below godlike at all. But
Yeah,
it definitely doesn't go below passable because its story is pretty flushed out. They definitely know what they want.
What is that next one?
That's one pun.
Uno punch muno.
Oh God, like
The
Yeah.
animation, Saitama, it all just deserves godlike.
it's
There's no argument.
The thing is that we gotta compare both seasons as a whole. This ain't just the original One Punch. It's both seasons. In my opinion,
the
I
second
actually
season.
enjoy second season.
I
more than
don't
the first
see
season.
nothing wrong with the second season compared to animation. A lot of people saying animation bad, but I'm watching second season and it feels like I'm watching the first season.
The animation it got is like, sure, it changed studios, but in my opinion, it looked
did
a little bit
suffer.
better.
It didn't suffer.
It
Like,
didn't, it looked a little bit better than the original.
it looked the exact same to me, if I'm being completely honest.
In my
To me,
opinion, it
the
looked a
fights
bit
don't
better.
feel like they have as much impact because the other studio did transition for like animation styles to where they have clean lines to the really sporadic lines during some massive hits, and just that final animation with Boros.
But then again, let's be real. There was nothing that they could have done to
But-
to bring up the hype against Bora.
Yeah,
Like,
but you gotta admit,
There's nothing that they could have
imagine,
done in the
imagine
second
like
season.
all
to
the
do
fight
that, like-
scenes. Imagine all the fight scenes in season 1, and then compare that to season 2. You got Boros, you got the Sea King, you got like Sonic. Everything was like that. Season 1 was spectacular. Season 2, there was nothing compared to that to give it that over the top amazing fight.
There was nothing that they could have done to
Pretty
bring
much.
up those
So
good
for
fights.
me, animation
Like,
was just spot on. Like there was nothing wrong with the animation. There was just the
But
fight
no,
scenes. Like there was
I
no
agree
Boros fight
with
scene,
the
and there was no Sea King fight scene. There was none of those to give it that over the top animation needed for it.
There's no. Yeah, like the only thing that they could have done, like I know in the manga stuff like that, they have it's like Blast comes in, who's supposedly the most overpowered hero to date, besides Saitama, from what people know of. But then again, that in order for them to bring,
anime, not manga.
I know, I'm just saying in the but they would have to bring him in to the anime in order to give us another fight like towards the Boros level.
But no, I can definitely go with godlike on One Punch Man.
I'm gonna go with
Hey,
Godlike Godlike as well.
Yeah, there's one that we can all agree on.
I love One Punch Man. I like the relationship between Saitama and Genos. I think it's pretty funny, even though seeing Genos get obliterated every single fight, top tier. Seeing Saitama just punch everyone, top tier.
Yeah.
One punch. Plus, terrible tornado.
Yeah.
Top tier. I'm sorry, but I'm gonna be a fanboy towards Terrible Tornado, and I don't give two shits. It's top tier.
Okay, what the fuck's that next show?
Next show.
Is that Digimon?
I think no.
I like how you can't even tell.
Oh
what
no,
the
that's
fuck
one.
show
That's One Piece. It is One Piece. Digimon's below it. No, two below it. But no,
I
that is
haven't-
One Piece. That is One Piece. We're talking about One Piece.
I haven't seen One Piece.
Godlike.
From what I've seen of it, godlike.
Godlike.
I will not. I cannot.
No one
allow
can
that to go
distribute
anywhere.
godlike. No one can.
No.
It's so... One Piece is so good. Like, all the arcs.
Especially when you have characters like fucking Zoro.
Zoro, Luffy, the jazz musician. You got Chopper, Nami. Like, the whole entire crew. Boa Hancock.
Or even let's
Like-
just move our way out of the main crew and just go into the fucking pirate lords or the fucking
Mhm.
admirals.
Pretty
Every
much.
character stands out on its own. You could almost make an entire fucking series based around every single character.
I'm pretty sure they... No. This anime deserves
please don't-
nothing more than
Please don't give
godlike.
them Please don't give them that idea, because after they're finally done with One Piece, they're gonna move on to with that.
The thing is, they're almost actually done with One Piece. They're actually close to getting done.
How many episodes is it now? 10 million?
No, they're at like 904 million episodes. No, they're at 922, and they have to get to like 1,000, I believe. I think it's like 1,000 they have to get to.
Okay, I kind of want to watch One Piece, but then again, I don't have the patience to sit down and watch it something for
Sure,
900
you don't have the
episodes.
patience.
It
I'm not saying take your time and
takes
watch
a
it,
lot.
because I still haven't finished One Piece, but I know about
Yeah,
One
nor
Piece,
have
and I know everything about One. I don't know everything about One Piece. I'm not like a huge One Piece fanatic, but I know a certain amount of One Piece to give it godlike.
Like it's definitely a fucking endeavor. You could catch up and watch every episode. I think it was if you spent like a week and a half nonstop of watching, you could catch up. Or no, it wasn't a week and a half. It was like a month and a half of
A month and a half.
nonstop watching.
You
To
can
catch up.
easily.
Yeah, I don't have the patience, because it's like
I don't
Good.
either.
more than likely, like a week into watching it, I would forget what happens to the first few episodes, and knowing me, I'll just go
Oh,
back to
That's
watch.
why I watch a few episodes here and there.
Yeah,
I can't just watch a million episodes.
I think it's about me too. I can't watch an anime for a long period of times unless
Yeah.
I know some animes on these lists I watched a lot, like Pokemon. I kind of binge watched it.
Like if it's a show that catches my attention,
Mhm.
like the original Naruto series, I finished the entire series in exactly 1 week.
Shippuden included.
No, not stupid.
Okay, just no original.
Just the original 212 episodes.
Same.
I still haven't seen Naruto.
Wow.
Okay, next show.
Next show,
Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Monsters, so the original. Not like
Okay,
the
so we're
not
talking about
not
the
the one that was pre-planned where you get to summon like 7 stars right off the bat, where they had rules and then the one where they animated it with the rules. For me, who's watched Yu-Gi-Oh consistently over the long for my 18 plus years, I'm gonna have to give this show the below godlike. Season 1 was a little bit fucky around there with the rules not being established, but still not bad. The Kingdom art was top. It was top tier, but not as good as the Battle City. Battle City was extremely well done. You get into season 3, where they no, season 4 is Orichalcos. So it's like Battle City Part 1 and 2. So it got split up. And then you got into the still Orichalcos, which no one really talks about it because it wasn't really shown to TVs and stuff. Mainly just the Kingdom on the Island art with Pegasus and Keith and all them. And then Battle City, and then they ended it. Well, they ended it with him going to ancient Egypt to return to Tim. And then they did Still of Orichalcos and some other ones. But still, Orichalcos brings it down. Just one thing probably brings Orichalcos back, and that's just Monster Cardo. Season 3 can literally be summed up as Monster Cardo. Monster Cardo.
I will just kind of go with whatever because I haven't seen the original Yu-Gi-Oh. I've seen like the first season, and that's really about it.
Yeah, same. I've only seen the first season.
So counting the original Yu-Gi-Oh series, I know more about like Yu-Gi-Oh GX and all that shit.
Oh, I've only seen the first season of Yu-Gi-Oh. That's it.
Like I can
Haven't seen
probably
any.
make a better judgment on some of the newer Yu-Gi-Oh
Newer
stuff,
ones.
except for like the really new stuff.
But I'm gonna say, go get Battle City to watch. Basically, just the second season. You don't have to watch the Orichalcos. Give Battle City, the Battle City arc a watch, and trust me, you'll be entertained. It's amazing. It's good. It's a fun watch. So yeah, I can't give Yu-Gi-Oh! Godlike because it's not like those, but I'm gonna give it a below Godlike. Like I said, season 1 and season 2, probably amazing for me. The Silhouette Calcos brings it down, plus season 4 is not really known of. Not really people are gonna know it, but it still doesn't put it up at that Godlike. So, next up on our list, we have Black Rover! No, Black Rover. OPs and EDs are amazing. Black Clover.
Oh, Black Clover. Okay, I thought you kept saying Black Rover. I'm like, what the fuck?
That's one of the OP songs, and one of the OP songs is literally called Black Rover.
I've only seen like the first 5 minutes of the first episode, and then it's just like
a lot of clips with me.
I've seen a lot of clips, but in terms of like actually sitting down and watching the series, I've only seen the first like not even 5 minutes of the first episode, probably 2 minutes. Just clicked off immediately. Just
the series is really fucking worth it. You say suffer through that initial Asta.
You say the Asta, but trust me, there's nothing. Asta's voice isn't that bad compared to a lot of other anime that are probably out there whose voice is completely utter worse.
I know, but the thing is, like, an anime has to catch my attention within the first episode.
Well, then you were just being way too fucking picky.
In order for me to...
I'm gonna say, Donnie, give Black Clover another chance and watch, like, the first 5. Just please, Donnie. If you watch first 5 and once you actually start getting into Black Clover, where some of the good stuff actually happens, you'll be entertained and you will love this show for what it is. This show I've been watching ever since it first came out. I started watching week by week by week by week, and I'm still watching constantly. 118 episodes to date, I want to say. I watched the dub. I'm watching dub because I started watching dub before sub, but I still watched when it first came out. This show has been one of my favorite shows since it came out in 2017. Non-stop watching it.
That does basic shonen that every shonen has done, but it does it to a level that no other shonen has done. It's not trying to be like a new revolutionary shonen. It's just doing what every other shonen has done, but better.
Characters in this show are amazing. Asta, Noelle, Yuna, Yami, Julius Novachrono, fucking William Vengeance, fucking the bad guys, Evil Eye, no, the Third Eye, Lit,
all I can say
and
is
everyone.
I just love the power system.
The power system is amazing. It doesn't matter.
The more you learn about yourself and the more you grow as a person, the stronger your magic becomes, and the more spells you unlock.
Okay, like I said, I get all that, but I just can't. I can't just suffer through episodes in order.
You don't have to suffer through. I'm just saying, with Black Clover, I didn't suffer. You don't have to suffer through anything. Just wait till Austin gets to the test, to where he starts taking his test, and then just start watching it from there, and you will get hooked on this series so much where you'll be like Joker, who was in the stream the other day, and just start watching it constantly. And you'll be like, I want to finish. And I'm like, where's the next episode? Where's the next episode? Another thing that brings us on is the openings and the endings. The soundtracks to this show are amazing. Character development as well. You know how it's like, oh, if you're nobility, you're the best thing around, haha, top tier? No, that's what Waffle means by the power system. There are people who are not from nobility, who are literally top tier fucking fighters on their own. The main character, the main characters. Fucking.
They're not nobility, and they're some of the fucking strongest motherfuckers around.
Strongest people around, but no one will go to there. Why? Because they're fucking commoners. They're not nobles. Even if you're noble, you get shoved out, you get kicked out. Oh, you're noble without great power? Haha, get fucked. Go to somewhere else, where you're not welcome. And then next thing you know, later on down the line, where they start getting better and they start like honing their crafts, like I would say Fenrir did with his mirrors and stuff, or the teleportation magic. Besides using it for attack, he's using it for actual like defense and everything like that. He became strong. He is literally using attack no one would thought anyone would do. Why? Because it's not nobility. It's not amazing. So you're just a discounted part price. Black Clover, godlike. 100% godlike. There's no one that can turn away and say Black Clover is not an amazing show. In its own right. And it's not shonen trash. It is its own special shonen. No one can compare to Black Clover or be the same as Black Clover.
It's only shonen trash because Joker has touched it.
Yes.
All right,
Yes.
what's next?
Air Gear.
Haven't
Huh?
seen it.
Air Gear?
Air Gear.
Haven't
You're
heard of
on
it.
your own for this one, Pat.
I did bring it on my
And
own.
please don't fucking give us like 5-minute fucking rambling speech.
I was gonna say, just give a quick rundown of what it is.
An anime that should have got more than it got. It should have got more than it deserved. It got 25 episodes, and then it got shut down. Didn't get another season after that. I don't know why. It had a movie, but the anime was well deserved for what it was, being good. You look on Mall, you look everywhere, people have given this show great reviews. It is a sports anime, so awful as you may not come to it, but it's literally people. It's like, oh, I mean, you may give this chance because it is parkour, but it's with like, I think they were rollerblades or roller skates. But you go like
I've heard of this
in,
show.
in different races.
show.
It's like different parkour races and stuff, and it's a good watch. This show is above average because I haven't. This show is above average because I just haven't seen another show like Air Gear. I mean, or it's. I would say passable. No, I don't know. I would say above average or passable, in my opinion. I would say above average because it's not like your normal common sports show. It has its own different thing. Plus, everything was just amazing. Nothing was the same about the show. Everything, almost every single episode and every single race was different.
Next show goes in dumpster fire.
Yeah.
First, before we do leave, what was it that you have heard of it? What was it that, if you want to
What,
elaborate on
Air Gear?
that? Yes.
Oh, I've
It-
heard. That's really about it. I
What-
know really nothing else about Air Gear.
What have
besides
you heard
some
about it?
clips. I've really just seen clips that make no sense with context. I've seen clips about on Facebook and that, but I've seen them in passing because it doesn't really catch my attention.
Yeah, it's a parkour race show. That's pretty good.
Yeah, I haven't heard anything about it. This is the first time that I've ever heard of it.
That's like 90% of these shows, Donnie.
Not all. of them.
You would probably be surprised too.
I like I said, I made this list with everyone. Next show.
Dumpster fire.
Dumpster fire. Dumpster fire.
Boku no Pico.
Dumpster fire.
Here below dumpster fire if it wasn't for episodes 2 and 3.
Trash can.
What?
Episode 1 was bad.
Episode 1 is what brings it down to like,
Episode
it's-
1 was bad, but 2 and 3 not that bad. It deserves trash can.
Gee, you two are weird.
No, it deserves to be on par with Berserk 2016.
That's dumpster
If
fire.
not, Berserk 2016 gets moved up a rank.
Bro.
It is on par.
See,
if not
episode
worse
2 and
than
3 of
Berserk
Boku no
2016.
Pico are much better than the fucking
It
Berserk
still doesn't
2016.
change the fact that they're underage.
Yes.
They're under the age of 10. They are either on par with Berserk 2016 or below Berserk 2016.
Way below.
No, it's on par.
Way below.
Donnie, you can't make that assertion unless you've seen all 3
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
let me just say this. Why would I see the episodes?
We know you've seen episode 1. Almost a lot of people watch anime have seen episode 1.
No, I haven't.
Actually,
Donnie?
most people just go off what they've been told.
Yeah, what they've been told.
Boku no. Okay, next.
I'm just going off
Ass
what I've been
classroom.
told.
That
Ass
is-
classroom.
This is literally what I labeled the
I
actual
need-
picture. I labeled it as classroom. Not gonna lie.
I need
Well,
to
because
watch
it's a
it.
pain in the ass to type out assassination.
Ass. So yes, next one on the list, Assassination Classroom.
Haven't seen
I
it.
will not
I've
accept
heard of
anything
it.
lower than below godlike.
I'll give it to you, below godlike.
From what I've heard about it and seen clips, yeah, below godlike.
Especially the final scene of season 2.
Of course. That scene in particular is good. That's a
And even the final scene in season 1 was still pretty fucking lit with Nagisa going fucking berserk on trainer guy.
Hey,
With
no
an axe.
spoilers.
Hey, that
Please
wasn't
don't.
a spoiler. It's just a person going berserk. That's like a typical thing in anime.
plus
No,
thing.
I'm just saying no spoilers.
Plus-
Considering the last time I didn't say here no spoilers, you guys spoiled the ending of Tokyo Ghoul for me.
Not really.
Yes, you
Not
did.
really. I just said people got together. That was all, Donnie. And you should
spoiled
know
the
this
ending.
coming. No, you
Okay,
should have known that's coming.
Donnie,
That is known fact.
so
that is coming.
much happens in Tokyo Ghoul. It is hard to spoil it unless we sit here for like 2.5 hours just trying to explain the ending of season 1.
You try to name all the characters who have died, and then try to go talk to someone who's seen Tokyo Ghoul. They ain't gonna know who the fuck you're talking about. I only remember characters who go like Tatara, and special. Tatara's cool. But
Wait, who's Tatara again?
exactly.
No, like
Exactly. That's what I mean. Like,
No,
if you've seen
Oh,
Black,
my favorite character,
I'm in Tokyo Ghoul, but we're not
my
on
favorite
Tokyo
character,
Ghoul.
hands down, goes to Jason.
Okay, so next up on the list, Godlike
Your
show
name.
of your name, Godlike.
Godlike.
I haven't seen it.
Godlike, and we're moving on. That's all that we need to say. This is not something we can even give the slightest bit of spoiler to Donnie for. He has to
Godlike.
experience this movie with no information.
Godlike.
All right, so when we meet up, we'll watch it.
I just
Sounds
want to
good.
say, Makoto Shinkai, one of the best directors all time.
Yeah.
All right, what's this next
Kimi no
one?
Nawa.
Baka no Monogatari, just Baka. Baka Monogatari.
Baka
Just,
Monogatari?
yeah, just that one.
Haven't seen it.
I'm gonna have to go with above average on that one. The other seasons are significantly better than Baka Monogatari, especially when you get to the movies like Awari Monogatari. I'm gonna have to give, because of its comparison to the other series, I'm gonna have to give it an above average.
Okay, what if I say all the series combined? Below
All
Godlike?
the series combined,
Below
I would
Godlike?
give it to most likely below Godlike or Godlike. But considering you just said Baka Monogatari, I have to give it above average. Because I have to also try to think of it in context with the rest of itself. Such a weird thing to say. I gotta compare it with the rest of itself, because the rest of itself falls under different names.
That's true. There's a lot of Monogataris out there.
Yeah, there's like 12 or
Not to
13
be
different series.
confused with Katanagatari.
Or Ore Monogatari.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it to you as well in that above average. Comparing both this season, comparing it to all the other ones is good, but character design and everything like that is good.
Everything about the show stands out phenomenally.
Well, yeah,
but
they're
it's
that fucking filming
The fact
style.
that it's the fact that it's comparing against itself.
The film
I believe
it.
what was it? Studio Trigger? Was it Studio
yeah.
Trigger or something else?
I think it's Studio Trigger, Studio Read or Red. I think
1 sec.
it's Studio
Where are you
Trigger.
in my anime list.
I think it's Studio Trigger.
All right, next show.
I want to verify this though.
Verify it real quick and then we'll move on.
Baka Monogatari, you are
Should be Studio Trigger.
Shaft. That's it, because it's
Shaft.
the Shaft head tilt.
Yep.
That's the main identifier of Shaft is the Shaft head tilt.
But it's above average because of, like you said, if it didn't have that style of animation, I'd probably put this at average and passable. But because of that,
for me, if the rest of the series fell under Bakamotogatari, it would easily bump itself up to below Godlike or Godlike. But it's the fact that every season pretty much is a different name. It
You can't-
classifies as a different.
yeah, you cannot compare the Gothri series as a whole. You got to compare them separately.
Yeah, like each one is its own thing, unless you're getting into like Bakemonogatari season 1, 2, and 3.
Mhm.
Or fucking like, what was it? I think it was Kisei Monogatari. has two
Kisei
seasons.
and then Nisei, and a lot of
And, yeah,
Gotris.
there's-
There's a lot. There's like 12 different shows. I think 12.
Okay, can we please move on because my head's starting to hurt.
Yep. Okay, we're gonna move on, and it's your lie, Godlike.
Godlike.
I've only seen the first 2 episodes, but yeah.
Godlike, everyone who knows me as who I am in Patrioholic and Patri on Discord and everyone knows my fascination about this and everything about this.
As we can see from your title.
I cannot give anything lower than Godlike. this show
I
is
love-
super special to me in more different ways than one.
Oh, I fucking loved Your Lie.
Your Lie is super special to me. I can't give it more than Godlike. Can't give it more below Godlike. But since we don't want any spoilers, we're just gonna leave it there. And everyone, if you have not seen this, give it a watch. You will be thoroughly enjoyed by everything this show has to offer, and it offers a lot.
Okay, what's the next one?
Absolute Duo.
Okay,
Absolute
I was
Duo.
gonna say that looks like Absolute Duo.
It's on my list as well. I want to watch it.
It is Absolute Duo.
Oh my god, that show was something. It was an enjoyable something. Apparently, people on Mal don't like it. It has a fucking 6.63. Jesus.
What if I said ratings don't mean absolute shit? If you okay,
Just look.
anyone.
Just look at the new Star Wars.
if you
People
watch
said
a
The Last
show,
Jedi was the best.
if you watch a show based on ratings, like a show's ratings is bad, and
Oh,
you're
I
not
typically
watching it
don't.
because of that,
I never go off people's ratings.
don't.
I'm just
You have to
simply
watch it
giving
for
their
yourself if
ratings.
it's deemable. That's the same thing with Bloodivores. Like,
I'm just saying, like, it has a 6.63. That is indicative that a lot of people don't seem to like the show.
but if anything, I'm gonna give this an it's average.
I'm gonna go above average because I actually thoroughly enjoyed Ludo.
I'm gonna give it
I
average.
may get a lot of hate for that, but I thoroughly
When I see Absolute Duo, I think I don't know why, but it makes me think of like Infinite Stratos. I don't know why. But it's like,
I thoroughly enjoyed Infinite Stratos as well.
but it's like it's your average harem. You know, there's nothing special that separates Absolute Duo from like any other harem.
I know, but the thing is, for some reason, I don't want to admit it, but I have a thing with harem anime.
Yeah.
When the characters are very well designed and adorable.
High School DxD.
Okay, the only one that matters in High School DxD is Novia Quarta and fucking Neko.
Konako.
Yeah.
I love me my redheads. I'm sorry. Okay, next up on our list.
And Zenobia.
Next up on our list, Arrow
Trash can.
Manga Sensei.
Haven't heard of it.
Trash can.
Godlike.
Trash can.
Oh, I'm gonna give it to you, trash can. Best summary for the show: incest is wincest, as long as you're not related by blood.
What is with your obsession with that? Let me just ask you.
He just spends a little bit too much time fucking siblings caught on Pornhub.
Okay, so
Please tell me you don't have any siblings.
I do. I have cousins and I have a
Oh.
brother. But the thing is, like, with
Tell
it
them to
being
stay
with
far
it
away from
not
you.
being related by blood and being related by blood, it adds a different approach to the anime than what it would normally. But oh, hey, this is someone I know from my class. This is like, it's just different, you know, and that's kind of what it makes it an interesting anime to watch. And for like romance in general, for me, it's not your average romance. It's a different kind of romance with a twist, a big twist.
I still haven't fully finished Eromanga Sensei. I've made it about halfway through, but I have not been enjoying the watch at all.
I would
There
probably
are some moments, like the reason I didn't give it dumpster fire is because there are some moments where I did find it fairly humorous. But other than that, it's the fact that I just
What gives it the trash can is the main character herself. Yeah, Igiri. I think is it Igiri? If I remember correctly.
I don't know, but also I just pretty much everyone that's incorporated in this fucking whole fucking mini fucking harem thing are all underage, and I cannot get behind that. I don't care if it's a harem or anything like that. If they're underage, I just
to me, when I'm watching romance or anything like that, or even a show, I sometimes don't care about the age. I mean, if they're the same like age difference, you know, or the same age like gap, that's okay to me. You know, that's nothing bad. Because if you look at a lot of different anime in Japan, high school relationships are a thing.
no, I'm not.
And
gonna
that's
say-
technically underage. You look at a lot of different shows.
Oh, I'm not gonna.
Oh,
turn
that's
down
like
all
15.
that.
There's 15, 17.
It's just the fact of the two of the mainish characters that you see are like not even in fucking high school yet.
But yeah, I normally don't look to an age
What
gap when
so-
I'm watching these shows. I mainly look for the interesting details of the romance and how it
Like,
develops
I'm
and
a fucking,
what makes
I'm
it.
a fucking degenerate, but I'm not that much of a degenerate.
I'm
I
not-
have some limits.
I'm not gonna lie, I like this show for what it was. For being a trash can show, it was a good trash can show. Nagiri made it fun to watch. I liked watching her on screen every single time. Her yelling "Baka" is the cutest fucking thing of all time. No, one of the cutest things of all time. It's not the cutest thing. One of the cutest
Oh,
things of all time
I'm
is
not
her
gonna
putting on her
deny it
headset
has a
is
cute
yelling "Baka,"
I'm not gonna deny
And
it.
it
Has
was-
adorable moments and all.
and it
It's
was
just the
adorable.
Actual...
Actual of what it was and being under.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, next. Below Godlike.
You're basing this on plot. No. I mean, if you're gonna base Demon Slayer on plot, I mean, it actually has a decent plot.
That's the only reason why I've bumped it down to below Godlike.
Hey,
The
no,
animation.
no.
I cannot praise Ufotable or fucking stroke them any harder than I already.
The plot
I
for this show.
absolutely love Ufotable in their animation.
Oh,
It's just the fact that the plot is just, it's a little too basic.
It's not that basic. I mean, it has an interesting. It has an interesting style that hasn't been done before.
Oh, I'm not going to deny it. It is a very interesting concept and it's a very good concept.
And
The fact that they don't really, like, they started off as like, okay, yeah, pretty great. You're introduced to the demons. You
Mhm.
move on to training. The training was pretty entertaining. It
Mhm.
was fucking heart-wrenching, the end of the training.
Mhm.
You have the fucking exam,
Mhm.
which lasted like half an episode, if not a full episode.
Mhm.
And then he just bounces around to like 4 or 5 different places killing demons until he ends up against fucking Spider Guy.
But the thing is, when bouncing around to the different demons, you learned about the demons like before they became demons. That gives it a whole nother thing. Because in
Yeah, I
most
like
shows,
that.
like
But they're not doing
in
anything
this.
with the actual important characters, the ones that are going to be around for a long
yes, because we haven't
Inosuke
got to
is
it
still
that.
loud and annoying.
We haven't got to that
Zenitsu,
yet. I'm
We've
pretty
only
sure.
seen him do epic things.
I'm
When
pretty.
you don't see him slowly getting over his fucking fear or anything.
I'm
Zenitsu
pretty
just
sure-
constantly screams.
I'm pretty sure they're just developing the story right now. Of course, it's going to be bad, but I'm pretty sure as soon as this thing picks up, it's gonna be taken to a whole nother level. And if the animation stays on track, it still deserves godlike.
Well, the animation, like I said, I can never I love Ufotable too much. Their animation is just
I'm pretty sure they're doing
Especially
a
with,
development
like-
plot right now with Demon Slayer. So where they don't want to give you everything full force because they want to put
I
it
know
over
that,
a
but
certain
they
amount of
did
time.
nothing with the important characters. Everything focused around characters that were there for like an episode and a half that you will never see again. I can understand having heart-wrenching moments with those characters, but while you're at it, evolve your main cast. Instead, the only one that did any form of evolving, and it was a really brief evolution, was Tanjiro feeling bad for the demons he kills and sympathizing with them. Other than that, none of the main important characters have grown or evolved in any way, shape, or form. They just kind of got introduced and they just kind of got left exactly how they were to just do whatever. It, like, with a story, your background characters that are briefly in the story should not have more development in character than your main characters that you're supposed to care about. Like, the only reason I have a tie to Tanjiro and enjoy Tanjiro's character is because of the whole sequence against Spider-Man with the fucking Tanjiro no Uta. Everything during that final few episodes with the actual background of Tanjiro and Nezuko, that's what finally actually made me like Tanjiro. Like, I did not like Tanjiro until we got that final few segments, because it was the first form of any type of character building that any of the main cast had gotten. And once he got that build, I thoroughly started to enjoy him. he became a really likable character to me because we finally had some development on why he was the way he was, rather than just, oh, this person's like this because he's like this.
Okay.
So we actually have a reason to why he's this way, which is why I like and have connected with Tanjiro. Whereas Zenitsu and fucking, I just blanked on his head, Boarhead.
Inosuke. No, yeah.
And yeah, Inosuke. Inosuke and Zenitsu, I have no connection to them because they've had very little development. Yeah, Zenitsu, they'd give him a little bit of backstory, but he was a chicken during that backstory. But he was taught to master that one thing. So I'm like, okay, that understands why his Thunder Clap and Slash is so powerful. It's because that's the only thing he can do.
Because that was the only thing he was good at. Everything else he was not good on.
Yeah, which that was a little bit of character development, but not enough to drive me into enjoying the character.
I enjoy Zenzetsu a lot. I love what he is as a character. He is amazing comedy relief.
I'm not gonna deny he is good comedy relief. It's just I can't connect to him as a character because he doesn't have that background building. Like he hasn't grown. Like he hasn't. Like I don't care if he's loud and annoying and constantly scared, but at least try to build him to where like he grows to the point where he tries to put on a false bravado to kind of help himself cope with the fact that he is terrified beyond belief.
I mean, he faints.
Like just anything.
Him fainting, I guess, is a cope. Terrified so much that literally a different person comes out, which is an actual disorder.
No, I know that. It's just I'd like to see it to where they evolve it to where he doesn't necessarily have to pass out to reach that limit. Where he's still somewhat conscious and able to think while he's doing it as essentially a method to show himself, hey, look, I can do this even though I may be terrified. Like, even that type of growth would be, I'd be perfectly happy with. He could still be terrified out of his mind. But the fact of just constantly just ex-mocking and everything by just having him black out and then voila, problem solved, it's gonna get stale. After a while, it's just gonna be like, whatever. Black out and decapitate guy. Okay, we can move on. I ranted about that a little bit.
Okay, so I'm gonna give it to you, the Below Godlike, and I'm pretty sure as soon as more Demon Slayer comes out, we're gonna get more development. As
oh fuck yeah! As soon as the movie comes out, if it's in a theater near me, I'm gonna go fucking watch that thing in theaters.
Same.
I do not care. I want to watch that movie in theaters.
Okay,
I fucking loved Demon Slayer and its animation. Mainly its animation. Fuck if we almost agree.
All right, next Hellsing.
Hellsing. We're just looking at Hellsing.
Or Hellsing Ultimate.
Two different ones, but I picked Hellsing.
Okay, I have not seen original Hellsing. Only seen
Ultimate. I've only seen Ultimate.
Okay, this is Ultimate. I lied to you. This is Ultimate. I lied to you. This is Ultimate. What are you gonna give it? I'm gonna get.
I'm gonna go
below Godlike.
Minimum is below Godlike.
Below Godlike.
Considering that I kind of want to go with below Godlike, I would give it Godlike if it wasn't for the fact that the abridged exists.
The abridged is there, Tim. The abridged is there. No. Like, don't look at the abridged. We're looking at the show in general. We're looking at the show.
Below Godlike. But the abridged just kind of made me see that they could have done so much more with the show. It is still a highly enjoyable show. Like, there's nothing wrong with a below Godlike status. Like, look who's accompanying you on below Godlike. Original Pokemon. My Hero. Yu-Gi-Oh! Assassination Classroom, and fucking Kimetsu no Yaiba. So, yeah, Hellsing is in really good company.
I'm also gonna give it to you there. I believe they can do a lot. They could have done a lot more, but I really do like what they did with the detective. I forgot her name. The sergeant. No, she was a detective turned. Yes, Police Girl. Her development throughout Ultimate is probably one of my favorite things ever. Seeing the stuff, seeing what she did, seeing what she did to that one man. Not spoiling. unbelievable. Just blew my mind. I was like, holy shit, that's fucking awesome.
Now that is how you become a vampire.
Yeah.
Cause she doesn't do anything, and then she finally embraces it, and then she pops off. Her
And
as a
she
character
essentially-
through Ultimate was amazing. Okay, if I'm also talking about Hellsing, I was gonna say animation is, I would give Ultimate good. Its animation for Ultimate is good. I can't rate Hellsing normal Hellsing on animation because it is 2006 or 2007. I believe it's somewhere in there. Maybe in 2005.
Still, even some dated animation still looks pretty good. Like, look at the original fucking episodes of One Piece that came out in the fucking late 90s. Those still look really good compared to today's animation.
Oh. Berserk 2016. Anyone?
Okay, minus the odd exception.
Okay, so we move away from Ultimate, and I wish Joker was here because I put this on here for him.
Is that WWE?
No, I put this for Joker. Sadly, he's not here. I wish he could be here. So rest in peace, Joker. You can talk about it in the comment section, or even
Or, you know,
when this
if
is
he gets,
over.
if he gets back from work,
If he
in
gets
time,
back in
we'll
time and joins the
just
call.
skip that one for now.
Okay.
We'll save it till the end.
Okay.
If he's not back by the time we're done this, then we will just have to put it at average/passable.
Nope. It's
Just as to not insult people that like it, but also not kind of
nope. It's going in dumpster fire.
Okay, Pat.
Look
message me
at
what it is real quick.
look at
I
what it
think-
is. Look at what it is.
I can barely see it.
You can't tell what the fuck that is at all. You can't read the name.
Okay.
Just message me the names out. I think I know what it is, but
Okay. Okay. Fine.
Like, the quality's so low, it's impossible to tell what that is.
yeah,
I can tell what most of these shows are.
but I can't tell what that is.
Like, I can tell what the next 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12,
Okay. So what is
13,
going?
14,
output.
15.
Okay.
16,
Outputs.
17, 18, 19.
Okay. So
I can tell everything up to the one after.
are you looking at it on your phone or your computer?
My
on
computer.
And I have it full screened on a 23-inch monitor. It's because your stream is only at 512p.
I have mine full screen on a 32-inch TV.
Okay, output scaled resolution, because I had to shrink it down, it's at a 906 times 12, but the canvas resolution is 120 by 1080.
Yeah, but that's not what you're streaming at, though.
You're streaming at 510 by 60. Well,
your
512 by
out-
60.
No, the 60 is his frame rate. He's streaming at 512p, which that's what your output is. So we can't see everything at that high of a quality. Everything's a bit blurry. And especially when you're talking about graffiti type writing, you're really not going to be able to read.
Okay, so what do you want me to bump my video bitrate up to?
Yeah, bitrate won't change anything. Its actual visual resolution needs to be increased. Which don't worry about it, because
You're making me worry about it.
No, we'll worry about it after the fucking podcast. Let's keep moving on. Considering we're waiting for Joker for that one anyway. So next is Beelzebub.
It is Beelzebub.
I haven't seen it, but it looks hilarious.
Oh, it is fucking hilarious. It is great. I will gladly give that thing at highest below godlike, if not above average, is where it deserves. That show is hilarious, but it doesn't come near to the level of Hellsing Ultimate or Ass Class.
I'm looking at it on my phone, and I can see everything perfectly. I mean, of course the images are small, but that's because it is a tier list. So
Yeah, but because they're small on a 512 resolution, it makes them harder to see and slightly
Yeah.
blurry.
I don't know what's on a 512, whatever.
Okay, but
Yeah,
Beelzebub
that's on-
is.
I don't know why it's on
above
that, but yeah.
Okay.
No, I'm
just
going
gonna
to
say
give it
five-
a blue dot.
well, 512 is definitely one of the weirdest resolutions I've ever seen.
Okay, can we stop talking about the resolution?
Okay,
I
I'm
watched
giving
it in the
Bill.
past.
I would give it a blue godlike.
Thing is, I don't find it nearly like the animation doesn't compare to any of those shows. But then again, Yu-Gi-Oh and Pokemon, but the animation doesn't quite bring it up there for the year it is. The story is, it's pretty simplistic. It makes its point. It's a very entertaining story. Not gonna deny that. but it's just its animation and story don't quite come to the same level as the ones that are in below godlike. Like Beelzebub does not even shine a light on Hellsing Ultimate.
Okay, you know what? I guess you're there. I guess it's just
Non-Baka is next.
I guess it's just the way. I guess it's just the way shows are hyped in because.
Like it is a really hype show. It is a really entertaining show.
Actually,
the fact of comparing
if
animation and basic overall story kind of fall a little short compared to the rest of the show.
If I'm actually talking about this anime to most people, they really don't know anything. I say, hey, have you seen Beelzebub? Nope. Have you seen Beelzebub? Nope.
I was told to watch Beelzebub, and the person told me that it's not that great. I went in, I watched it, and I looked at them like, talking about not great. It's a great show. I'm like, yeah, the story's pretty lackluster, but it's an entertaining story. Doesn't have to be like an over-the-top fucking epic story to be enjoyable. It's entertaining for what it is.
I would much rather have an entertaining story than one that like.
And Beelzebub definitely does have that entertainment value.
Okay. Above average.
Non-Baka.
Non-Baka, above average.
Oh.
Godlike animation story is considering they need to make more to this series in order for the story to get better. Because I know where they are and it's really great. But it's because of where the series ended.
I'm gonna say above average.
I'm gonna give it. Gotta give it above average because the story is what's drawing it back.
Yeah.
The animation is it is so beautifully flamboyant. It could make JoJo run this month for fucking how flamboyant.
This is my little brother. Little brother.
I'm gonna give it to you. It is
feminine than women.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it.
But no, the animation definitely deserves godlike, but the story, there's just not enough to the anime to give it its story the necessary time it needs to get its point across of what it wants to be. Right now, it's more or less just a mismatch of stuff, and then the final half of the series, you finally get a story, but you're not getting enough of the story to really put anything together amazingly.
I'm still waiting for who put the locks on them.
Yeah, like by the end of the series, there's more mysteries than when you started the series. When you start the series, it's like, okay, who put these locks on him? You learn it's the man with the scar. It's like, okay, who's the man with the scar? And that's about all you get. By the end of the series, you're asking more questions than you start.
I do like they always try to escape constantly, and it's like, yeah, I can escape this any day, but I choose to come back. You know, that's pretty funny to me. But yeah, we're gonna move on.
The show's just great.
We're gonna move on.
Tanya the Evil.
We're gonna move on to Vinland Saga, and that's godlike.
Oh, that's Vinland?
That's Vinland Saga.
What?
Oh.
Which one did you think this was?
I thought that was Saga of Tanya the Evil.
No, it's Vinland Saga.
Vinland Saga. Okay, I know a lot of.
It's Vinland Saga, and it is godlike.
I can agree with your perception of putting it in godlike.
It's godlike.
I would actually probably yell at you
if I put it below or yeah. It is godlike. Its plot, its animation, its OPs and EDs are beautiful.
I know. I haven't watched the show, but I know enough about the show that it deserves where you.
Thorkel?
Okay,
no. Askeladd is an amazing antagonist.
Yeah.
Is an amazing antagonist. Like, I'm talking like top tier. You know, you wouldn't treat him as an antagonist, but because I mean he does this one thing, but you wouldn't treat him like that, but he actually is. But then Torfine's evolution though throughout the series is
like everything about that show is just masterfully done.
It is massive. Like, yeah. What happened in okay, damn.
I want to watch it without spoilers.
Oh, okay. My bad. You said you seen clips. Next one we're gonna get Keijo.
Ah, the Gate of Booty Lawn. No, the Gate of Booty Lawn. The gated booty lawn.
Below
I
passable.
do not care. This. I had to put this show at average.
No, it is below passable.
Is that the one where they play sports trying to knock each other off with
Yep,
their
with
butts?
their butts.
Yes.
It's basically Gladiator with butts, and it's below passable.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
That show is average / passable.
No.
I haven't seen it.
It's
No.
not completely atrocious. It does
It
actually
could've-
care
it
about its
could've
characters.
It could have
been
done
better,
a
but
little
it
bit differently.
does.
Animation could have been a little bit better. Plus,
For
it
certain
left
parts,
us.
not
It
really.
left us waiting.
Yeah, that I can agree with. That's why I'm like,
That-
I would
it's-
honestly,
it's
me
below passable.
personally, I want average, but average / passable is where I'm putting it, just because I know it's not as what it could be. It does hold back, but for what it is a hilarious watch, and it actually genuinely cares about the characters it is trying to show you.
Yeah,
It
like
doesn't
one or
quite make
two. The background characters don't mean anything. They're just
Well,
characters.
it's because they're background characters.
You
But
gotta
even some
have
of the
you.
background
This was
characters still
literally
have
the thing
story.
with Demon Slayer. Like you said, there was no development for the
The main
actual.
cast, but all
main
the
cast.
background characters kept getting development.
Oh, that's what I'm
Gojo
saying
is
here.
the opposite. It's the main cast gets developed. Some of the background characters get some development. Not much. I'm not saying like all its character development is amazing.
There's
Yeah, they're only
there's
gonna care
only
about the
two
absolute main.
people. There's only two people this show actually cared about,
Well,
and that was the
yeah.
main character, and then the rival, the one that was like super vicious on the battlefield. That was like Tsundere of the battlefield. Not a Tsundere, but I think she's Kundere. I think it's Kundere.
But at least it is giving the development to its main cast.
Not that much.
It's still better than what Demon Slayer's been doing of giving it all to the background characters with a hint of the main cast here and there to where you get no development at all. It's just, oh, look, this person had a past. They're human.
Okay, Waffles. Next.
Okay,
Oh
how
my-
would you rate?
That time I got free.
No,
as the
no.
slime.
Nubby, how would you rate Keijo?
I haven't seen it.
Have clips?
No.
Okay.
He's just really got a basic synopsis of me of where people fight to knock each other off a platform using their butts. And
What do you think about that? Where would you give a show like that?
I can't quite give a rating based on just like that.
Okay, then
I'd have to actually see clips of it.
yeah, you can give it off. And what it is, a show about people using gladiators with butts. I mean, to me, that's like when I first hear about that, I'm like, what it got me attracted is like gladiators with butts. Hell yeah, that sounds interesting. Boom, let's
If I
put it on
wanted
the
to
watch
see that,
list.
then I would go to ancient Rome.
like the whole show is meant to be a fan service show.
It didn't
Like
deliver
that's
on that.
the whole.
It did not. To me, it didn't deliver on that as much as it could have.
Yeah, it's because it seems like they kind of got mixed up on
Even
what they want
with
partway
the
through.
water, to make
they
these
fu-
girls wet.
It seems like they got confused on what they wanted halfway through. Started off fan servicey, and then it went into like, okay, we want to make this about the characters.
So that drops
and
it
then it's
down.
like, okay, now we gotta go back to fucking fan service.
Exactly,
Like,
that
they-
drops it down. It does not. The show does not know what it wants to do.
I still say average.
Me on a Saturday night.
It's below
Considering
passable.
you guys fucking forced Asterisk War into average / passable when it does not deserve it.
Yes, it
I
had amazing character development.
I didn't force it.
Yes, you guys did.
I didn't.
It has
You both
amazing.
banded against me. And it's like, no, this
You
goes
you
here.
said about one thing only. You just said a guy walked in and saw a girl naked. Well, she wasn't. She had bra and panties on. You said, "Oh, I ain't watching that."
It's big. I know more about the series than this. Just that I've seen a good number. Like if I had to consolidate it, I've seen at least the first 6.5 episodes, and I did not enjoy any of those episodes. I was bored the entire time.
How?
Easily, it's not an enjoyable show.
It actually
Okay,
is.
yeah.
It's
okay,
pretty enjoyable.
let's move on. All right.
I'm gonna keep it at below
Before-
passable. I'm
before
gonna
we-
keep it at below passable. We'll come back to the list and we'll edit it around a little bit.
All right.
But like Donnie said, next one on the list: reincarnated as a slime.
Can you loot a
So-
slime?
No.
we're seriously going back to that.
Yes, I don't
Seriously.
care. This show, I will not accept less than above average.
I don't
It
know.
is
I would,
I don't know.
I would put that below,
below
Godlike.
Godlike. Yeah, I'll put it kind of below
I
Godlike.
said I will not accept anything
Yeah,
less
Oh, less than okay.
than above
I know.
average.
It's below
the
Godlike.
well, the actual animation could have been much better, but oh my, it has the right amount of hilarity. Just like how long is this
Development
gonna
and
take for me to
everything.
burn?
And development.
Yeah,
Yeah.
develop.
Yeah, we got another OP
Development
protagonist,
and-
but there's
The-
a
the
reason
OP
why he's OP. He's not OP
Yeah.
just because he's OP. He's OP because there's a
He
reason
ate
to.
so much magical crystal.
Well,
Well, not just that. He is a blank.
he's a slime. He's a slime that has the human level intelligence.
Yeah, and he's
And
not an
also,
idiot.
he was given a name and has a fucking god in his stomach.
he made he's best friend. He's best friends with the dragon god.
No, not just any dragon god, a tsundere dragon god.
Yeah, that's the best way to describe Feldor. Just,
Oh my god.
honestly, have you seen the episode of like Feldor's diary?
Yes.
Oh, that's funny. You're gonna
Feldor's
be my
diary
opponent,
with-
and Shogun.
Oh my god.
Okay, so next up on our list, Kill la Kill.
Kill la Kill.
Below Godlike.
The only show I've ever seen where fan service was the plot. an
Kill.
expertly done
I'm
it.
gonna do Below Godlike.
Yeah,
I so
Yeah,
want
below
to see that
Godlike.
show in Godlike. It is one of my top 5 favorite shows of all time.
I'm sorry,
it's good.
but compared
good,
to
but-
like you said, compared to everything else on that list, Kill la Kill does not match up. Kill la
Yeah.
Kill. It has a fan service. It has decent plot, I guess you could say. It has decent. We know what the plot is.
Yeah, the
And
plot-
it's decent, but
The plot-
but was there
they
like
could've at least made
decent character development, and was there like that though?
For Mato Ryuko, yes, that was like the entirety of the premise of the show was her development. Because when it first started, she did not want to be seen in her fucking senketsu, and then by the end of the series, she's wearing senketsu and then less, with pride and passion.
Look, no, like within the first
carrying
3
Tatsu
episodes, she didn't mind being seen in it.
I'm giving
just that she knew-
this
No,
show.
she still did. It wasn't until her fight against fucking I think it was Mine or whatever, the pink girl in
No,
pink.
No, it
That's
wasn't.
when she finally fully accepted it. When she ended up going berserker. That's
I'm-
when she fully
No,
accepted
wait.
what it was, and then she hated it. And then it took episodes again to slowly regrow attached to Senketsu.
I'm gonna
Like
give.
there was a constant fluctuation in her relationship with Senketsu. It wasn't just a instant, "Ooh, what are you? You're a pervert. Oh, I love you so much," and then stay at that. It was a, "What the hell are you, you pervert? Oh, I love you so much. What the fuck are you? You're a demon spawn." And then they slowly rebuild their relationship back into, "I can trust you with my life."
Yes, but I'm giving the show below Godlike because it could have did better. It could have did better.
What could it have done better at?
The fan service part.
The fan
yeah.
service, the true antagonist,
Yeah.
of the story.
Fucking Kiryu and Satsuki's mother? Or both of their mother?
Both of them.
Both their mothers. It could have
Talk
given
about
us.
a pl-
It could have
talk
given us
about a plot
a
twist
little
and a
bit
half.
more. Okay, well let's not spoil too much, but it could have given us a little bit more on that. And then the scene where it had with the two was like, was this necessary? Like, was this an actual necessary scene for this show? Yes, that is fan service, but was it necessary? No, it was
What, the
completely
final fight
irrelevant.
between them?
No, the scene, the one scene that gets like, why?
I don't know what scene you're talking about.
I'll talk to you.
There are like 50 different scenes.
I'll
Yeah.
tell-
There are a lot of scenes in
The
that
one,
series
the
that
one,
are
the
like,
one in the
"Why?"
bath. The one in the bath.
Huh?
Yeah,
Okay.
that did not need to go there. It didn't need to go there.
Thing is,
No.
it doesn't feel to me. It doesn't feel out of place because there's so many other scenes that are like, "What the actual fuck?"
Not as bad as that, because like that's
No,
on a whole
honestly,
new
to me,
level.
to me, that honestly felt perfectly in line with what the series was.
No.
I honestly can't remember that scene. It's then
To
again,
me,
it's been
it did
it's been a
not
while
feel-
since I've seen.
To me, it did not feel out of place. For what that show was, it did not feel out of place at all. The part that felt out of place to me were the mechas used by Nudist Beach.
I'm
Sorry.
sorry. I just can't give this
That's
show
what-
godlike. I'm sorry.
That's
I
what
can't.
feels out of place to me for Kill la Kill. Other than that,
I'm sorry. I can't.
I
I can't. Nubby, you're gonna be the final one. Below godlike
Yep.
or godlike.
Below.
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 Donnie, how could you betray me like this?
And next up on the list, Hunter x Hunter godlike.
Godlike.
Haven't seen it.
Just say godlike.
Godlike.
I'm trusting your judgments on it since I haven't seen
it's
It's
still
an
talked about show
amazing
to this day,
Yeah.
and it
Mhm.
deserves what reputation is built up for it.
Oh fuck. Yeah.
Hisoka is amazing. I love him to death.
Yeah. So
I
many people
love
Hisoka.
flamboyant assholes.
it.
That's
Okay, let's move on before we get
Okay.
into.
ReZero, starting life in another world.
I need
Elo,
to-
godlike. I got to.
I need to
I
watch
do-
it.
We
not
are getting a
enjoy-
second season of ReZero.
They're releasing a director's cut for it.
Honestly, I would say above average. I don't love it, but I don't hate it. But it definitely does not. To me, it does not compare to Hellsing. Kimetsu no
Actually, it
Yaiba.
does. It gave us an isekai. It didn't give us an isekai. It gave us something completely different. A psychological fuck.
I know it was definitely it was definitely standing
That
out there.
it stands out for what it is as its own isekai, with plot, with character development, with animation and design, and just anything like that. It stands out. It
Can't-
puts itself above average into below godlike.
Can't forget Felix.
It gave us Felix, yeah,
Okay, I'm
Fe-
not
Felix
gonna.
are
and
godlike.
Ram. It gave us
Because
Ram and Ram.
Okay, Ram. Yes, Ram. Fuck no. I have a fucking Rem sticker here that I'm still wanting to burn, but Joker wants.
Waffles. So, please, when I go to cover this show, please take a video of you burning one for me. Just send it over.
But compared to Assassination Classroom, My Hero, and Carnation as Slime and Hellsing, yeah, it deserves the spot right as well. But compared to like Vinland Saga, Hunter x Hunter, Your Name, Black Clover, no, it doesn't.
To me, ReZero just doesn't feel like a
No,
good
it
show.
no, it is better than
It-
Baka
To me, it feels
and
like an above
non-Baka and
average.
Ruby. It's better,
To
way
me, it
better.
just feels like an above. It just
Well, to say bloke, I like so. Majority rules again. As you know, Fate Stay Night Unlimited Blade Works.
Godlike.
I am not a big
Godlike.
Fate person, so this is gonna be y'all.
That was the first Fate.
For what
Well,
I know,
first Fate
for
that it-
what Fate is good. I know Fate Stay Night Unlimited Blade Works was good. I don't. No, it was better than Night.
okay.
Better than Fate Stay Night and Fate Stay.
Fate
Fate Stay Night during the early 2000s, pretty trashy. Poor animation, story was poorly executed. Fate Stay Night Unlimited Blade Works, animated and done by Studio Ufotable. Animation, minty. Story, executed, minty. And the fact that there's also 3 movies incorporating another one of the Fate Stay Night Unlimited Blade Works endings. Because technically, for the original visual novel, there's 3 canon endings. And they have perfectly executed this one version of the ending. It
Hey,
it
you-
works so nice. The animation,
The character development as well.
yeah,
like in the
not a single
beginning-
character doesn't get love. Every
like,
character gets some form of love. Even
In the beginning.
Shinji. Even Shinji gets fucking love.
I'm sorry, but I'm gonna have to give
And
this one
Shinji's
a.
terrible.
I'm gonna have to give this one a below godlike because I don't know how the fuck to watch it. I'm joking.
I'm going godlike.
What do
I
you
gotta
say?
go.
What do you say?
Actually,
I would take. Sorry,
Ooh,
Nubby,
that
but
is-
I would take Waffle's opinion more on it because I know him as a big Fate person, so I would take his opinion
I
more.
would
So how would you, as the Fate person, rank Unlimited Blade Works?
On its if I'm comparing it on its own with no other Fate material or anime.
No, it's Fate Stay Night. It's Blade Works compared to.
I know, but if I'm pretending no other Fate material exists, like no other anime, it's godlike. But if we're also including the fact that Fate Zero exists, Fate Apocrypha exists, and Fate Stay Night Unlimited Blade Works Heaven's Feel exists, I'm gonna have to go with a below godlike on that, just because those other series exist.
Okay.
They
Also,
executed the same stuff on such a better scale.
I want you to
Especially
send me. I want you to send me the actual way to watch Fate Stay series.
Zero, Stay Night.
Hey,
or,
I
really,
say
you can watch them
send
in any
me
way.
in Discord. Actually, I don't
You
know.
can watch them in any way, to be 100% honest.
Well, there's a
Apocrypha's
correct way.
its own- No,
There's a correct way to
Apocrypha's
watch it.
Apocrypha's its own timeline with completely different.
Because I'm pretty sure they'd be like, I think it's like Fate Stay Night, Fate Stay Unlimited Blade Works, and Fate Stay Zero, or something like
Fate
that.
Stay Night and Unlimited Blade Works are the same thing, just done by different studios. So you want Unlimited Blade Works. Really, chronologically, it goes
Send
Zero,
me, send
then
me,
Stay
send
Night.
me, send me, send me.
But you can. I watched it Stay Night Zero, and it doesn't change anything.
Yeah.
You just end up depending on the order you watch it in, is how you understand things.
So Unlimited
But
Blade
both
Works
ways are acceptable.
in Zero.
Those are the only two that are actually that are sequeled to each other. Apocrypha's its own thing.
So I
Linear
can watch
Prism is its
Unlimited
own
Blade
thing.
Works. I can watch Unlimited Blade Works first, right?
Yes.
And then go into
you can
Zero.
watch
That's what I did.
And
yeah,
then what would I
and-
go into after Zero?
Anything.
You can really watch anything Fate. You can watch the Fate Grand Order movie. You can watch Fate Grand Order Babylonia. Really, you should actually watch the Grand Order movie, then Babylonia. But then
After
Fate Apocrypha, which is its own thing entirely. It
Okay.
just uses the
Apocrypha
same
has
mechanics.
Astolfo.
And then Fate Linear Prisma, like, completely uproot everything that's Fate.
Okay. Okay, so
Fate Stay Night and Fate Zero, the only two that really fit together. And then you've got the three Heaven's Feels movies, which those you want to watch those after you watch Stay Night Unlimited Blade Works. But it's not 100% necessary, because they still treat Heaven's Feel as if you've never seen Fate Stay Night Unlimited Blade Works. So they introduce you all the characters how they would to a new viewer. And yeah, it's just, you can watch it really in any order.
okay.
Pat. Apocrypha has Astolfo.
Yeah, I know. Okay, next up on our list, Seraph of the End. I'm gonna have to give this. I'm gonna have to give this above average.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
can agree
above
with an above
average.
average,
Above
if not
average.
average.
Nah.
Above average.
I would only go above average because of the ending.
Yeah, I was gonna say if they release like a second season or continued the season
Think you mean
longer,
third season?
whatever.
What's out right now is 2 seasons.
Like I said, the way that I watched it, it was all in one.
I
season.
know it was all continuous, but it's technically 2 separate seasons.
But if they continued it on a little bit longer to advance the story, then yeah, it would be much higher. But how they ended it,
Yeah.
they could have added so much more.
Yeah, like it's definitely not comparable to Fate, Hellsing. Definitely not comparable to them. It's your pretty bare bones ish story. Got some more interesting stuff than most other stories.
Just at the very end, it's raining, black screen.
But
Like seriously?
it's definitely an enjoyable show.
Okay.
Definitely has one of the best berserker moments in anime.
Okay, let's go.
Monster Mizume.
Interspecies reviewers, non-hentai.
This is the interspecies reviewers before interspecies reviewers.
Trash can.
Monster Mizume, or
Haven't
better
seen it.
known as My Daily Life with Monster Girl.
Trash can.
Monster Musume, or better known as Why Am I Watching This?
Actually, I put that at below pass.
This trash can. I
It's a weird show, but it is pretty enjoyable.
Like it's that romance show with the harem, but like I can't feel any romance even between Lamia and the main protagonist. I can't feel anything.
It's because the main
It feels like
protagonist doesn't want romance with them.
True.
It's being forced upon him.
Yeah, it's being forced, which in a romance that shouldn't be a thing. Romance, shouldn't be forced.
But the thing is, they're not actually going anywhere with it. It's the government. It's essentially the government just kind of using him as a test subject, and he doesn't want anything to do with it. And he's making that clear to everyone. It's the fact that all the girls he is stuck with are psychotic, and they don't care what he wants. They just want him.
Plus, all the girls, I don't like any one of them. I'd probably give the only exception to Lamia. That's probably it.
I like Pappy.
Is it because that one meme with ice cream on her face?
No, I actually just thoroughly enjoy Pappy's character. She's so childish and adorable.
I have to give this one.
I can't.
Okay, if you're saying childish romance, then that falls in line with Eromanga Sensei. She is below her age.
Pappy is not underage. Pappy just acts like a child. She's a fucking harpy. She's a bird brain. They make that joke repeatedly that she is a bird brain. She is not very intelligent. She acts like a child because that's her mental capacity.
But still trash can.
All right, next, Blue Exorcist.
Above average.
Yeah, above average.
First season, very, very, very good. Kyoto Saga, not that much.
Yeah, the second season felt a little lack.
Well, yeah. But it was, I fairly enjoyed watching Blue Exorcist, not gonna lie.
So did I. My favorite character was
I started watching it and then I just
Mephistopheles, sorry.
Well, I started watching it, got sidetracked, and I need to get back on it.
But no, it's definitely an above average show.
It is above average.
It is great.
All right.
Overlord.
Oh, Overlord is amazing.
If I get this one, not godlike, but
it's either below godlike or godlike. It is an amazing show.
I feel like I can't do Overlord wrong by giving it that below godlike because it's special in its own way for Overlord. Overlord is an isekai, but it's not really an isekai. It's an isekai flipped and a fuck you to the face.
Yeah.
That's
instead of him being trapped in another world
is trapped with him. And
it's almost like a Doom, but you're not trapped in the room. Demons are trapped in a room with you.
You're not trapped in a room with me. I'm trapped in a room with you.
Overlord's definitely up. It is a show that garners its own thing. It is. It is hard to compare Overlord to another show because Overlord just does its own thing. You try to compare it to an isekai, it's like, no, I'm not going to be an isekai.
You compare it to any other isekai, it's like, no, I'm doing me. This is like my thing.
And the thing about it is, it doesn't feel like an isekai. Like, sure, the first episode it does, but later on it doesn't feel like it.
I wonder if there's anybody else from my world. It is just like a passing comment at the end of an episode. Other than that, it's just
and then he does even then he really doesn't care about trying to look for other people from his world. Just the only thing if he defending Nazarick and then taking over the world, which he can easily do.
Pretty much.
Like, Overlord is its own thing. It is hard to compare it to another show because it just does its own thing so well. Try to compare it to an isekai. It's like, no, I'm not an isekai. Get away from me, you trash. Overpowered protagonist? Fuck you. I'm not an overpowered protagonist. I'm a god.
He's not just.
I'm not an overpowered protagonist. I'm an overpowered antagonist.
Pretty much.
Okay, so moving on from Overlord, we got Death Note, and I'm gonna give it a below godlike.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah. Well, actually, no. I'm gonna put it as above average because it would be here below godlike.
No. It's not godlike because of what it did to L and the lover. I want to know the girl that Light wanted to love Light. What happened to those two? Completely ruined the show for me. Is a complete and utter ruiner that I don't want to talk about, and I really didn't like watching.
No, I say above average because of like Nier and stuff like that. That just brings it down immediately.
But Light
Like,
as a an antagonist, and L as a protagonist, though, bring the show up to below godlike.
Well, if it was just
you
those
you don't see protagonists and antagonists like these days. L extremely good.
Johnny, there may be that one character that kind of drags the show down, but it's just the whole mental battle between L
and Light
during the entire series. Yeah, one character may be annoying and but that's like us trying to tear Black Clover down because Asta was annoying during the first few episodes.
Pretty much. So, if you're treating Death Note like that Black Clover, then you deserve to watch Black Clover fully.
No, I'm not treating it like I was saying. It's like the battle between Light and L was amazing, but when they just brought Nier in, they pretty much just. All right, so L's completely out of the picture. Let's bring this guy in and.
Well, yes, that's why it moved to below godlike because of what happened. They did something that was blown out of the way. I mean, it wanted to be its own thing, which it was, but because it did that, it lost something. It lost that special thing Death Note had. And then it brought it down for me because it killed a girl, and that girl was fucking adorable and lovable. I don't care if she was being attracted to a sadistic face. What it did was just stupid. I don't like it one bit.
But no, it definitely deserves it.
Code, next up on our list. Code Geass, below godlike.
Yeah, below godlike.
Yeah.
I haven't seen the series, but from what I've heard and what I've read,
it's amazing.
Is fucking amazing.
It is amazing, but it's not on par with the godlike shows. It is a below godlike show.
Have you seen
it's like a demigod.
Well, have you seen
we should have named that fucking tier demigod.
Yeah. No, but have you seen what's it? Lelouch of the Resurrection?
No, I haven't seen anything to do with.
I was talking to Pat.
Which one?
The most recent movie that came out for it.
No, I have not seen any movies. I'm normally not a big anime movie watcher. If it like connects to an anime, I don't really watch the movie unless I did watch the K Project movie. I did watch the Air Gear movie, and then I watched separate movies that don't really involve an actual anime.
But do you mind if I spoil it a little bit for you then?
No,
because Joker's.
I actually want to watch it.
All right, I'm not. Well, I'm not going to spoil it then.
Because it does fall under sci-fi, so I'm going to be covering it on my channel.
And
I want to join you.
Seems like an interesting political.
I want to join you for that. I don't care if it doesn't fall under fantasy. I want to join you.
Okay, the next show on the list, there is no debate about it. Godlike.
Dumpster
we're
fire.
Moving on.
Yeah, godlike.
Dumpster fire.
No.
Dumpster fire.
No.
Godlike.
It goes godlike. It stays in godlike, and that's
everyone knows why it's godlike. Okay, next up on our list.
Honestly, no. It needs its own category.
No.
It pretty much is its own.
above godlike, Full Metal Alchemist. All right. He's actually adding it.
No, it's just the true god. Yeah, Full Metal.
Brotherhoodo.
Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood.
Brotherhood.
I can't really actually like the accent, so it's Brotherhood.
Brotherhood.
Okay, Future Diary.
I haven't.
Demigod.
I'm gonna have to go demigod. It doesn't quite hit godlike status because it does shoot itself in the toe a few times.
Mm-hmm. But main characters, I would say I don't like the main. I don't like Yuki that much as a protagonist because of I wish he was a little bit better, not in being more like, oh hey, I'm in this, so let me be in this, you know.
Yeah,
not like, hey, let me try to avoid this. But then again, every other thing like that, Yuno Kasai on the other hand, holy shit.
Even just the whole mind fuckery at the end of the show.
Mm-hmm.
Like the end series. That whole mind buttfuckery shit was fucking glorious.
And then
I was actually, when I was at work, I was sitting there thinking about the ending for like a week straight, trying to fully understand what I just
remember when I
witnessed.
talked about shows like I can't binge watch. I binge watch Future Diary just so I can finish it. And then I watched the episode that wasn't technically premiered with the shows, that episode 25, where it showed
the OVA episode.
the OVA, and that was actually a pretty interesting one. I like that.
Yeah, it was glorious. It actually surprisingly it tied up more of the loose ends.
And it gave us what we all wanted, that we wanted from the beginning of the series.
Yeah.
Okay, next up on our list.
Is that Beyblade?
It is Beyblade, but not any Beyblade. It is Metal Fusion, the best Beyblade. It
haven't
is
seen it.
average.
I haven't watched Beyblade.
It's
in years.
full of the Activist Brotherhood. No, I'm joking. It's average. Compared to other Beyblades, it's above average.
No.
Okay,
No.
it's average. It's average.
All right, Digimon.
Digimon. We gotta give it. We
Digimon,
got
more specific.
original masters.
Original? Okay. I don't know much about Digimon. I'd almost classify it as above or dim.
If I'm comparing it to everything else in its time with like Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, and just those main ones that were technically shoved in together with, even Beyblade 2 came out during the time of Digimon and Yu-Gi-Oh and Pokemon, and there was one more that was just top 3 like kid shows. It goes up there for it. Those, like, if you talk about what
Those were people's childhoods.
those are the childhood shows that deserve the demigod. It's not godlike because it's just not godlike.
Was Yu-Gi-Oh and Pokemon and Sailor Moon.
Sailor Moon, that's another one. But we're talking about like actual like kind of kid shows. Sailor Moon, not that much of a kid show, but like actual kid shows like Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon, Digimon.
It was technically the first anime I ever seen.
Sailor Moon is more of teen girl above teen.
Sure,
she's teen girl.
I was watching it at like the.
Was that a fart? I think my dog just farted. I'll be smelling it in a minute. I just hear a lot. I'm like, what? I'll be smelling it in a minute if she farted. Like, but.
Okay, but no, Digimon can keep.
Okay.
It is people's child.
I'm more of the Pokemon fan, but yeah.
I watched all 3 and I enjoyed all 3.
What the fuck is that
Actually,
next show?
next show is a godlike show called Gintama.
Oh, Gintama, yes.
I haven't seen it, but it looks good.
I haven't seen it either, but I already know.
There's a lot of episodes. I think there's like 700.
Good.
There's I think 500 or 700 shows, but it's a show that cannot be replicated.
Yeah, it is its own.
This
Have you
it's
ever
like
seen
Overlord.
the anime picture of a guy using a jackhammer on a guy's ass in the shower.
It literally breaks so many fourth walls, but I really like it breaks this fourth wall so badly that during one of the episodes it said, "Hey, we cannot continue our own show anymore. We cannot continue the English dub for our own show no more. So please, like, be advised." And it was like episode 151. It was just talking about how the show like ended itself for like the English dub or something. It was like, please continue watching this in sub. We hardly thank you for we hardly thank you. We thank you for watching the show. And it was just, I saw that moment because I was trying to watch Gintama and I clicked on it, and it was like, and it brought me to that. I was like, holy shit, that's funny. But and then watching like
it's kind of like Overlord. It's its own.
It's its own thing, and it can't be replicated.
And I love a good fourth wall breaking in anime. So.
It does it so much. But I'm talking about one scene that everyone's heard before. Maybe you probably heard about it. What have you heard about some scenes from Gintama? You probably have.
I've seen clips here and there from it.
I'm just gonna say toilet paper, and I'm gonna end it.
Okay.
Toilet paper. With that.
High School of the Dead.
Oh no, yeah, High School of the Dead.
High School of the Dead.
Okay.
Below passable.
Yeah, below passable.
Haven't seen it.
Or maybe even trash
opinion.
can. It's below passable, maybe even trash can.
Yeah, it.
Yeah. That's a hard one actually. Now that I'm looking at it, because
It's hard to actually
what it
explain
was fan service, and it
whatsoever.
did give fan service. It gave
Yeah,
us.
it did.
But-
But it pulled away from one of my favorite genres.
But it also could have done a lot more.
Yes, so much more.
There's so much more that it could done on because as soon as they finish everything, they're like they're doing something, and it's like that's it, you know. They're like
Yeah,
the studio was like, hey, let's just make a show, and let's make a show that's so bad that it's good, but let's not continue it. They could have continued the show.
yeah, like my favorite scene in the entire series, and it's the only scene I can ever remember, is when fucking purple-haired katana girl went fucking berserk in the park.
Speaking of that scene, I remember a lot of scenes from High School of the Dead, but there's just one thing that just always I go back to that is just amazing to me. That's just titty physics.
Yeah, like, but that fucking whole scene is like my favorite scene. I've even watched the OVA.
Okay, now we're going to the actual one. Now, we're looking at Berserk. OG
Real
Berserk. Real Berserk.
Like,
Godlike.
Real Berserk?
Real Berserk.
Real
Godlike.
Berserk is definitely godlike.
It's godlike.
If
There's-
I've seen it, I might be able to find some way to make an argument for demigod, but from what I have seen of the show, it deserves it. I love me my
Yeah.
blood and gold.
It's one of the first shows of its time. One of the first of what it was, and it delivered on it. It delivered so much that literally the ending scene was so unexpected, but everyone knows what the ending scene is. It was so unexpected, but
Okay,
we hate
next
it
show.
for what it was.
We gotta get to my favorite show of all time.
Okay, yeah,
Tokyo Ghoul.
Tokyo Ghoul. It is demigod because of Re.
Yeah, that I can definitely agree on.
Re Part 1. Part 2. If
Part two redeemed itself.
I could put, yeah, it redeemed. But just Re Part 1 as what it was, being, I don't want to spoil, but I mean, can I say the main character's name? Being what it was, not really good.
No,
I'm not gonna lie though,
It
the
brought
ending,
the show from being a beautifully written fight against who you are or what you are becoming, and then it turns it around and just kind of essentially turns it into a fucking action shonen for Repart.
with
like, it
nothing
pretty
else. But I'm not gonna lie, the ending to Re Part 1.
Yeah,
Nice.
that was good.
That
was
that
really good.
I was kind of unexpected, and that made me like tear up like just a little bit, not like a full on cry, but that made me like actually feel like sorry.
Honestly, the ending to part 2 made me tear up a bit when he was just walking with his actually, anyway, I shouldn't spoil it for people who haven't seen it.
I'm talking about I'm talking about
Okay.
like,
On to my favorite show of all time.
Steins Gate. It's a
Godlike.
high rated show. Yeah, God.
I'm putting
It
a
is God.
dumpster fire. What do you say, Pat?
Nice.
It's a
It's
fucking
it's
godlike
trash can.
show.
It's trash can. No, it's godlike. It's a show that it's fun. It's got amazing shit.
Amazing character.
I'm a mad scientist. Chaos and evade. It's just
Like, the thing with Steins Gate is you don't forget what characters are. Each and every single character is its own unique character, and they just their chemistry is perfect. They're completely different in ideologies, but they mesh perfectly.
Waffles.
They argue,
yeah,
but it's
yeah.
fun. They agree, but it's fun. Or even just my favorite fucking thing of all time. I am mad scientist, son of a bitch.
I'm a scientist, son of a bitch.
Waffles. Now, honestly, pretty much all I've seen of it is just like the one character just running. So feminine, but he's a guy. Just it talks about all this stuff and then just cuts to, but he's a guy.
Thing is, I can't judge it based off Steins Gate. I haven't seen Steins Gate 0 yet because I'm lacking and
Yeah, Steins Gate is
for
definitely
2 fucking years.
Steins Gate is definitely godlike. It is
Yeah.
truly godlike. Next up on the list, I don't think y'all have heard of, but I'm gonna take a guess and say it's Bacano.
What?
Name sounds familiar.
Basically, gangster. It's a gangster anime about just different lives of people, but it's like kind of flip flopping back and forth, But it's really a fucking good show. It deserves.
This is all up to you.
It deserves.
Yeah, it's up to you.
It's
You're the only one who's seen it.
It's not a godlike show compared to all of the other things, but it runs its money for demigod. Truly, I will give it that. I like characters and everything about it, and trust me, if you like gangster like stuff like that and like different characters getting development, Meccano is pretty good for what it was.
All right, next.
Is it wrong to pick up Is it wrong to pick up a waifu in a dungeon?
Or easier name, Don Machi.
I haven't seen it. I want to.
From what I have seen of it, I would easily kind of put it probably
Demigod. Yeah. I mean, it's basically
for how populated Demigod is. It's like Demigod should have been the middle tier.
No, I mean Demigod is A tier, so technically some stuff that's getting into A tier. So A tier, B tier is normally the more populated one, but you gotta think again. You gotta think of again. The shows I throw on this list are more located to stuff Nubby and Joker have seen, so of course it's gonna be some.
They're also more highly rated.
Highly rated shows, so of course it's gonna be up there. So I made this list. Toradora. It's not your light April. That is a demigod. I love Toradora. I love Toradora. I love the main actor. Main relationship between the two characters, side characters are amazing. But compared to other romance shows like Your Lie and Golden Time and Spice and Wolf, it delivers, but not to the point of like Your Lie. No, Your Lie is another. It's another thing, but it's not godlike status for Toradora. Your Lie deserves its godlike status because of what it is.
Yeah.
Toradora is more of a Toradora
is
it's more of a comedy than
it's a comedy romance, but it deserves actually good spot in the demigod because it is a good romance. Not gonna lie, it is good.
Two characters.
Next on the list,
is Bleach.
It is.
I gotta give it demigod.
Yeah.
The reason is some of the fillers in it and arcs were just why. I watched the first one that they ever did was oh god, I just can't even remember because it was just so bad. And then they did the last when it was coming down to the last season. Those people, I forgot what the fuck they were called.
What's it called?
Exactly, you just can't remember it. But it was like
I know what it is. No, but you have to admit the animation for that very last the very last fight scene was amazing.
Yes, but it gets thrown down because of those episodes. Like, if we're saying no fillers, Bleach is godlike.
Yeah,
but because of what they did with Bleach, just so I mean, I understand why they put fillers in there, but these are like fillers that were like, why is this in here? Normally, fillers when they're put in a show, they're kind of related to a show. Like you look at Naruto fillers and they kind of fit in, you know. But like Bleach, it's like, oh, here, let's just throw this. Or you're like, you look at this thing one time and it's never there again.
Okay, let's start picking her up some. I gotta go soon.
Okay, Black Butler, demigod.
Black Butler, demigod. Especially once you start getting to the movies, or even best arc of all time, Book of Circus.
All right, next.
Curses of a Bastard Magical Struck.
Demigod.
Yeah. Demigod. I didn't want to say demigod, but
I enjoy this show thoroughly. I love the main protagonist. The main protagonist backstory as soon as it got introduced was hella nice, you know?
It doesn't do anything amazing, but for what it does do, does it its own way.
For what it is as the show, it is that show.
Like it has the workings to become a godlike show and be one of the shows that's like it does its own thing and defines a series. But there's just certain things that drag it down just that ever so bit out of what it.
Like not getting a season 2.
Well, it's the fact that it does its own thing, but it doesn't find something that's been done before, but do it to an expert level. That's the one thing that kind of draws it back. Like that's what kind of brings Black Clover up there. It does everything everyone's done before, but it does it to an expert level. Akashic Records, it does its own thing, but it doesn't do anything that makes it kind of seem expert level at what it's doing.
But I'm
Animation,
pretty sure that's
mediocre. Story, pretty mediocre. Its overall fight scenes, they're pretty amusing, but it doesn't make itself stand out outside of what it wants. It stands out on what it wants to be, but doesn't stand out at what it does.
And with the new and with the other characters getting introduced kind of towards the end, those two, the blue-haired guy and I believe purple-haired girl, those could have got more introduced. But I'm pretty sure if we got a second season, this show would have probably been a lot better than what it was. Yeah. But sadly, most shows that are good don't get second seasons, and that's because they didn't do good.
Next one goes on Monster Fire.
That's DXD. That is Demigod.
Yeah, Demigod. I enjoyed it way too much.
Konako.
You cannot lie and not tell me this is probably one of the best harem ecchis you've seen of of all time. It is one of the best that are out there.
It was way too enjoyable.
And that's what this show is doing. It's hey, we're gonna give you, but it was an enjoyable show. But the thing is, its plot was not a bad plot. Its fight scenes were not bad. Its character development were not bad. Everything this show, it was mainly a fan service show, but it got a lot of seasons because people enjoyed it for what it was.
Yeah, and all I can say is my favorite part of the entire series is when you learn the backstory.
When you learn the backstory of
Konako.
Yeah. You cut off there. It's just like when you learn the backstory of and just stop.
Konako.
I know. I heard you the second time, but the first time that you said that, you just cut off immediately after you said the learn backstory of.
But no, when you learn her backstory, it definitely stands out. It is definitely one of my favorite.
It's a harem that really stands out. It doesn't get normally harems don't give backstory to their characters. This one, it gives backstory to a lot of them.
Okay, I'm backing up for this next one.
Clanad? This is Clanad.
I haven't seen it yet.
I don't like the animation. They remind me of bugs.
Well, it's 2006, but for what this show was, it's got I put it at godlike or demigod.
I haven't seen it, but like I said,
it's what mainly hypes up this show is After Story.
But Clanad After Story, yes, that's Clanad After Story is godlike. Who gives a shit? That's a beatdown.
Okay. God status is
okay. You know what? I'll give it to you. Demigod for Clanad, godlike for After Story. Godlike for After Story. Demigod for Clanad, because Clanad can hold its own. It has its twist. It has some twist. Because you wouldn't think a show like this would have like some things going on for it with the twists and turns, but it's there. Plus the characters that are the main characters are amazing. But After Story, on the other hand, that's godlike. Every time I watch After Story or hear about After Story, I just can't. I can't do it. It hurts.
Next.
Angel Beats.
Angel Beats.
Demigod.
Show I have seen way too many times.
Demigod.
I haven't seen it
I would
yet.
say Demigod, maybe.
Demigod easily.
Demigod.
It can have an argument be made for godlike. It definitely does its own thing, and it does its own thing really well.
Pat,
actually, I don't even think I've even seen a show that even tries to do what Angel Beats did.
Yeah, sure.
Pat,
okay, next one. Chivalry of Failed Knight. It's better than Astro Core.
Yeah, that much I do know.
I would put it as above average.
It's above average because of course, it gives you that. Oh, hey, I walk into a girl's room, but like it gave us what the main character was so different and unique. I haven't seen a main character like him. And you think with shows where a guy walks into a girl, the main characters are normally going to be the same. But Astro Core and Failed Knight are completely two separate ones.
No, and it's just like the thing about the thing about Phil Knight is as well. Like, well, he doesn't do anything that would like disrespect his or her family. Yeah, even when they're in private.
He
He-
literally fights for other people. He doesn't care about himself.
Okay, we gotta.
Plus,
keep
the
it moving.
final scene of Failed Night, extremely well. I like it so much.
Konosuba.
Konosuba,
So much emotion in that last scene.
godlike.
Konosuba is
Yeah.
definitely a godlike for humor.
Godlike.
The animation does drag it down some from being like almost like kind of like its own Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, but it's the fact that Konosuba is just one of the funniest shows I have seen
Mm-hmm.
pretty much ever. The only thing that could come close to it in hilarity would be
Which one?
The god,
Well,
the
like
goddess,
numbers.
the goddess with an intelligence stat that's the lowest that they've ever seen.
But yeah, Kazuma, Megami, Aqua, and Darkness come amazing characters to boot, and they coincide with each other pretty fucking well.
Yeah,
Plus,
they
Megami
Yeah,
is top tier. She's top tier.
The god,
Megamine is
the
top
goddess that
right protect.
the goddess that can only do party tricks. The mage that can only do one attack. The paladin that can't hit anything, and then
Kazuma
the one guy who's competent. It can't like
can't
just,
do
like,
anything.
isn't overpowered. The only thing that's overpowered about him is his intelligence.
Hmm.
That's it. Intelligence and luck.
Next one on our list: No Game, No,
game,
Life.
no life.
Demigod.
Definitely demigod.
Yeah.
If it had a second season,
It would be
definitely go to-
godlike. It'd definitely be god.
but it's
If the second
because
season was
it's
good,
lacking.
it's lacking. But
It has a movie, but it's a prequel movie, and that prequel fucking
it deserves this
it's
demigod.
because it needs that second.
Mhm.
No, it's getting harder for me to see the show.
Okay,
Psycho 100.
Mob Psycho 100. It's godlike. You
Godlike.
can't compare its animation, plot, and everything. It speaks for itself. Fairy Tail.
Yeah.
I want to put it demigod, but then again, godlike.
No,
Demigod-
Fairy Tail.
Because
I love
of
Fairy
its.
Tail. It's one of my top 5 favorite shows of all time, but it definitely does not deserve godlike.
No,
Yeah, it can have an argument made for demigod, but it falls closer to the above average. It doesn't do anything amazing. It doesn't do anything that stands
Mhm.
out. Its character is just the basic. I'm just gonna get more powerful because power of friendship. Like it can have its argument made for demigod.
But there are some arcs in Fairy Tail that extremely stand out. Tournament
Yes.
arc.
Yeah,
Fucking
definitely
the fight
tournament
arc. The
Zero.
4 Phantom Knights arc.
The
Phantom
Zero.
Lords,
Yeah, like
It stands
there are
out.
arcs that stand out.
which
Right.
pushed this show to
Because-
demigod.
But yeah,
Yeah.
I love Fairy Tail. It's one of my all-time favorites, but I will not blow it more than it needs to be. It is a great show, but it is not on par with some of these other shows that it's being
Yeah.
Okay. Next up on the list is we got Burrito.
Haven't seen it.
below passable.
Yep.
I've seen Burrito, and I haven't watched a whole lot of it, but from what I've seen, it was.
If it picks up, it's better. But what it is at right now,
It has been picking up, but it seems to still be more focused about Naruto.
True.
It does have some parts where it's focused a lot about Boruto and fucking useless girl's fucking daughter. Other than that,
Hey, but Useless Girl's Daughter, I feel like is better than Useless.
I know.
That's the
kinda
sad
like
part.
Kind of like the meme I showed earlier. Fucking, this girl's so useless. She gave birth to an Uchiha that
With glasses, yeah. Okay, next up on the list, Twin Star Exorcist.
oh my god.
Above
I
average.
still have like 3 episodes to finish watching of that, but it is definitely an above average, if not. Nah, no, it doesn't deserve demigod. It's definitely an above average.
It's above average.
It
It's
was
its,
a
it's its
great
own
show.
thing. It is its own thing in a it's its own thing, but it could have been better.
Could have been so much.
But sadly,
But
it's
what it
lacking.
does was just so hilarious. It starts off as a forced romance and then grows into an actual romance.
Mhm. Okay,
It
next
fits
up.
perfectly.
Next up on the list,
Seven Deadly
Deadly
Sins.
Sins.
Lord Flexinor.
I want to put this in godlike so bad, but they say season 3. I haven't watched season 3 yet of Seven Deadly, so I can't actually say I can't fight for godlike.
Yeah, nor can I because of that season 3, I've no proof of it.
All we know is
Joker
bad
would
animation.
definitely disagree. Stop putting it.
The
Okay,
only
so if
I've only seen this stuff that's on Netflix for Seven Deadly Sins.
which would be the first
Which is
two.
season 1. No, it's
Yeah.
only season 1.
Okay.
They don't have season
Okay,
2
so
yet.
if we're talking, if we haven't seen season 3, then let's just compare season
Basically
1,
up through
season
Rise of the
1 and
Commandments.
season 2. Season 1, season 2 with I don't even want to put the fucking holy war arc. The 4 episodes. No, fuck that shit. Fuck that. Get that out of my face.
I've only seen up past Rise of the Commandments, I think it is.
Okay.
But no,
basically where
because of
Escanor
season
just
3, it
flashes
gets
on
it
everyone.
godly.
Okay,
we
without
can't
season,
just
if we're let's
exclude se-
true. Without
we can't pretend that those seasons, the movie.
all we
don't
hear is it has bad animation. We can't act. Animation is
No.
not the only show. It's not the only thing going for a show. There's a lot more. But I
Yeah,
haven't
but-
seen season 3 to fight for godlike. Bad animation is the only thing I have for it, so
The-
I have to pull it to demigod.
Like, I've seen the anime version of the Escanor Commandment Meliodas, and I've seen it in the manga. The manga felt so much more powerful than the anime. The anime felt like they weren't at full power.
Yeah.
Whereas the manga, it felt like it was a match to the death.
Mm-hmm.
The anime felt like they.
Well, you
neither
can't.
one of them were good.
When you're doing the anime, you can't do over the top, because literally that's why Tokyo Ghoul got blackbarred. No, it got black screened. I'm not even gonna say blackbarred. It got black screened.
The thing is, they could have put more power behind the attacks, though.
True.
Like, the Fate series has so much more power behind the attacks than
No,
the Escanor
that's-
versus Meliodas fight.
That's true.
Like, they held back so much in that fight. Is that Bakugan?
It is
the next
Bakugan
one?
as the next one, and it is.
Okay, that was my fucking childhood.
It's-
I
haven't
watched
seen it.
every single fucking episode. Of
But
that
we've been looking at. Did we look at Beyblade as a whole? Well, we looked at Beyblade Metal Fusion compared to other Beyblades, and it's passable. We're looking at Battle Brawlers compared to Nuvastroya.
I've only seen the original one. I didn't even know there was other series.
There's 3 other ones. There's 4
I
seasons.
didn't.
Second one's Nuvastroya. Third one is another one, and fourth one is I don't even remember. All I know
I
is
just remember
Nuvastroya,
the
second one.
original series, and I watched it as a child.
I would
No,
put
I
this
fucking
at
love
demigod or above average.
Like, I still have my Bakugan.
I do too.
I was actually playing with them the other day.
I even though I haven't seen the show, I did have Bakugans.
Like for what the show is, it is above average. But Bakugan Battle Brawlers is for a lot of people. You know,
Okay, we gotta go with above average.
okay, above average. Be the beginning.
You left
God.
it in Demigod.
No, I moved it back down. My stream's behind.
Oh.
Okay, be the beginning. It is godlike. Fuck off. This show, you talk about fight scenes. Be the beginning, fucking expands on fight scenes and makes it so amazing. It is a Netflix original. Even though it's Netflix, who gives a shit? This show pops off.
Hey, Netflix does really good fucking shows.
Agro Gretzko, Seven Deadly Sins is a
Fucking
Netflix
Baki.
show. Baki? Mm-hmm, true.
Fucking love Baki. And I hate 3D animation.
But the thing is, Be the Beginning has an amazing plot. Its character development is amazing. The ending, the Be the Beginning was extremely well done. It is getting a season 2, which I'm very ecstatic for. Hopefully, it still does good. But I want to say, the thing that excels this thing more than anything above demigod status, in my opinion, is its fight scenes. Its fight scenes are so well choreographed. Fucking Fate Stay doesn't even come. I feel like Fate Stay doesn't compare.
Well, at least
I feel like
the
most
Unlimited
animations
Blade
fight
Works
scenes.
probably wouldn't compare. Heaven's Feels animations and fights, they're a whole.
But
fucking
I
level.
want to
They
say,
make Fate Stay Night look like.
I want to say,
casual.
if I should say
I was
y'all watch anything, Be the Beginning is another one I say y'all. It's a definite watch.
Yeah, Waffles. I'd say if Heaven's Feel was on here, then it would be way above. Actually, it would probably be like on the same level as Brotherhood, at least animation wise, nothing can compare. But
Animation wise, Heaven's Feel is above everything here, except
But
for maybe Kimetsu no Yaiba. and
Also, Be the Beginning is its own thing. It's
But
its own
Heaven's
thing, and
Feel
it
is
does
the-
it extremely well. Backstories, the people, and just everything about this show stands out for what it is. And that's what truly made me watch it. I binge watched the series as much as possible. Of course, I found it at nighttime, so I had to go to bed, so I had to wake up for school the next day. But as soon as I was able to get some time to watch, I thoroughly try to finish this show. I finished it if in time a day.
Dead Man Wonderland.
Yes, it is Dead Men Wonderland, and I'm gonna give it
Oh,
that
I have to give
demigod.
it demigod.
Demigod.
I would give it godlike if it continued.
If it continued, but there's some things where Dead Man Wonderland was lacking on. The dub voice for
Ganta.
was so bad. That's a voice that was. I could stand with it watching it because I liked watching Wonderland, but that voice just.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, no.
I love Dead Man Wonderland. I would definitely fight for it to go godlike. I would fight for it especially hard if it had a season 2. But because it's lacking and has no story tie up,
Mm-mm.
I don't feel right to fight for it for godlike. It deserves its demigod. It stands out, does its own thing, but it's because the story hasn't been finished in any way, shape, or form. It does not deserve its godlike.
No. Okay,
Alright.
next up on our list is
Naruto.
Naruto, and we're looking at all of them. I just happen to have Naruto.
Oh.
I just happen to, we're looking at Naruto.
Shippuden?
We're looking at Naruto and Shippuden. We're looking at the whole series.
haven't seen any.
It's got
The original series, I would put it demigod. Early Shippuden, I would put it demigod. Late Shippuden, especially when you get to the pain parts, and even fucking what's his fucking name?
Madara.
Yeah, Madara. Even the whole everything with Madara. That's what escalates this show to fucking.
But Naruto.
How is it that
Naruto,
I knew his name
But
before you did?
I was thinking Madara, but I didn't know like there's a lot of other characters I could have said. But Naruto
Like, even
as a whole is just that shonen, you know? It's like One Piece. It's like it's One Piece, Dragon Ball, Bleach.
It's done its own thing to the point where so many other shows have tried to be it and failed.
And it doesn't. That's why it deserves God. Like Naruto is just it is.
Like it's kind of.
It's a one of a kind show. Plus, it
like,
gives
even
its.
Naruto, supposed to be the next generation of Naruto, can't even compare to Naruto.
That's how good they made it. Plus, character development in this show is way beyond everything. They
Like,
and
there's
they always
entire
seem to improve.
dedicated-
Everyone is seem to improving every single fight, but 2 people, according to Joker.
Sakura and Ino. Sakura is just useless, considering she's constantly being compared to Naruto and Sasuke, or Team 7.
Exactly.
If
When
she
you think
wasn't part
Team
of
7
Team 7,
When you
like
think
if she wasn't part of Team 7, she would not be classified as useless. It's because she's in Team 7, and she constantly thinks she's being useful to Team 7.
I would say later on in Naruto, she does get a little bit useful with like Granny Chiyo's help and a lot of other people and Lady Tsunade's help.
When it comes to actually being a fucking like a healer.
When it
Like,
actually
she's
becomes
fully
being what
embraced
she
her
was,
supportness.
but yeah. But when you think of Team 7, there's 3 people that come to mind. It's Naruto, it's Sasuke, and it's Kakashi. No one else comes to mind.
Well,
Sakura,
actually, I would make an argument for fucking, I think his name was Yamato. And Ink Guy. Those 2 also come to my mind as well.
Team 7?
Yeah.
Are you talking about like old Team 7?
I'm talking like Shippuden Team 7.
Okay.
Where you had the guy that used the could draw, and his jutsu was to make it come alive, and then I think his name was Yamato. And I could
Oh,
heal
him.
and
Oh,
take
yeah.
chakra back.
Oh, yeah, him. I forget about him. No, his name is Sai. That's Sai.
No, there's Sai, which is the guy that paints, and then Yamato's the guy that has the DNA of the first Hokage and can use wood sealing jutsu. And he's the one that seals Naruto's like four-tailed beast chakra back during like just before the Rescue Gaara arc, or just after the Rescue Gaara arc at the beginning of Shippuden. He takes over for Kakashi because Kakashi got super badly injured during the Rescue Gaara.
Okay, so he was a replacement.
Yeah, he was a replacement leader for Team 7, but he definitely stands out as his own thing. Like, he was the one in charge of when they ran into Sasuke for the first time in Shippuden. When they were in the underground base.
Yeah.
This is like early Shippuden, like episode like 30.
Okay, moving on. We're going to go to SAO as a whole, and it's going to be demigod.
No.
I'd say above average.
I wouldn't even.
Or like average.
I would put average.
I'd put above average.
It's kind of tough because the second half of the first season.
But when I say SAO, I mean SAO.
I know we have to
1 and 2. Not gun. No. We don't include Alicization because SAO is SAO. SAO-alization is its own thing. Gun Gale,
but it's still under the
Gun Gale was
It's because it's under the Sword Art Online name. That's the thing that was the thing we came up with when we were talking about Bakemonogatari. Bakemonogatari, because it does not share the same title, has to be classed differently than the rest of the Monogatari series. Whereas SAO, everything that's SAO related is under the Sword Art Online. So you have Sword Art Online, or the Gun Gale Alternative Arc. You have Alicization. You have Season 1, Season 2.
But Gun Gale isn't SAO. I mean SAO as SAO. Gun Gale is its own thing.
But it's the fact that
Gun Gale is its own thing. It doesn't
under the same name of the series.
No, Gun Gale does not.
It's still all under the Sword Art Online title.
Really?
For the series.
I thought it was just Gun Gale. Hold on. Okay.
No.
Okay.
It's in its own.
It is. It's average. But yeah.
It is average if you count all the SAO material.
You know, I would say if they just stuck.
I would think.
Like,
I think Alicization. I'd say Alicization brings it up to above average.
If they just stuck with like the original story, it just completely took out Alfheim, then it would definitely be up there. But
I say first part of SAO, and then Alicization brings us up to above average.
The thing is, you also have the Gun Gale arc that kind of drags it down. You have the constant jumping and cutting of part 1, and you have the Alfheim arc. And then you have that stupid little 4-episode arc in the middle of season 2 about stopping the A.
Oh yeah,
because of those, they kind of drag down the SAO name.
Yeah, but not to the point where it's average.
Yeah, it does. It actually hampers the show a lot because when you talk to people about SAO, the first thing that typically comes to mind is the Alfheim arc or the Gun Gale arc. A lot of people jump to those two because of those arcs and what
the Gun Gale arc wasn't that bad. Could have been better, but it wasn't that bad.
But comparatively speaking to part 1, season 1, it did not perform as well. Its story and concept was great. It's the fact that its execution was not exactly amazing.
Okay.
Now, honestly, I just wish that for season 1, they just stuck with the actual, stuck with the whatever
the actual SAO.
Okay.
Actual SAO, and they just completely got rid of Alfheim.
Donnie, you're gonna be the last one. What do you say? Above average or average?
Taking into account all of it, I would say average. I mean, I haven't seen Alicization yet, so...
Nor have I. I know Alicization's good, but I cannot, because of what it has done for so many people, for Alfheim and Gun Gale, it's bringing itself down to average.
Okay.
Alfheim
many people have had that series ruined because of that.
Okay, so let's...
Alfheim is definitely way... Like, if it was just Alfheim, then that would be way below dumpster fire.
Okay, next.
Okay, but Alfheim ending is not bad. I'm gonna say that.
No, the ending's not bad. It's just the overall
Yeah.
arc was.
Okay, so next one on the list is Soul Eater. I'm
Soul
going.
I haven't seen it.
Oh
so
my god!
I would
Soul.
give it godlike, I believe, because it does its own thing, and I haven't seen another show like this. Death the Kid and just each character in themselves is completely different.
Every character is beyond unique, but they all have their own unique chemistry with each other as
Mhm.
well. And they all grow on each other. They start off by typically hating each other, not working well together, to the end of the series where they're best friends and inseparable.
Pretty much.
Like, it definitely deserves its god.
It deserves godlike for what it is as a show. And I'm not gonna spoil it. So next up on the list is Ari Forta. And I'm gonna put it in its demigod, because fucking it's amazing.
Yeah,
It's demigod. I mean, its demigod are
I-
above average.
I was gonna say I wouldn't put it below above average.
It's either above average or it's demigod, but
I just
it's
they left it
demigod
off at it-
because it is an isekai.
it
But-
it could have been if they if they didn't leave it off where it left off, it could have been much better.
But it's not left off. It's getting a season 2. It's getting a season 2. It's confirmed season 2.
Okay, thank goodness.
It's confirmed. But for what Ari Forta is, it's literally its own thing. It's an isekai, but literally it's a different isekai. It's not an isekai that I was expecting.
It's
When you
it's not like your average isekai where the main character comes in. It's just
he's
like,
come in and he's OP
he's
and he
over-
dominates.
no, he's at the bottom of his class. He's literally here, like from what they see in
He
his
had
class
the
title, he's
worst
next to
skill.
worst-
He had the worst skill he could have got for. Everyone
It-
hated him because the cutest girl in his class liked him. So a lot of people hated him.
One of them, he tried to kill him.
One of his
Yes.
classmates tried to kill him. He survived, but he had to work so hard from what other people did. It's kind of like Naofumi and Rising the Shield Hero, but Rising the Shield Hero is
At least now
It's
he
godlike.
had at least no, he had somebody to
lean
back up
on. I mean, there was Yui.
Yeah.
There is Yui for Ari Forta, but it
Yeah.
was not like an automatic. He had to
It's not-
find.
When it comes to supporting characters, it's in an isekai, unless they can match Raftalia and Philo.
No, nothing can compare to those two.
I mean, Yui could compare it. Yui's
But
top. Yui's top.
I mean, I was gonna say she's up there, but nothing.
And
can
then
compare to
another thing that
little
brings us to
Raftalia.
demigod. Another thing that brings us to demigod is Mayu. Mayu is so adorable, and the
Oh,
way
she is
and the
so
way
adorable.
he
Yeah.
acts with Mayu, it's like, oh yeah, nice in games. It's like,
No,
oh, you
at-
make fun
at
of
first-
everyone else. It's like, oh, that's okay. You talk about Mayu, I'm gonna fucking kill you right now. You
No,
know, it's
it
like
was
that
so-
sense of turn. It's like,
at
holy
the-
shit,
at
that's
the-
funny.
At the very when he first finds her, just like
Can we not
doesn't
ruin
watch-
the entire series, please?
I talked about a
sorry.
little clip.
you know no, but
Just Donnie's like,
waffles.
oh,
It's funny because at the beginning, when they first find her, he doesn't. Well, it's like he doesn't really care for her because
The child.
like 16-year-old child. Next thing you know,
A
in
lot
one
of thing
scene,
is
somebody yells at her. She starts crying, and he threatens to kill them.
a little
okay, sure.
Another thing I want to add on is he literally doesn't like people in his party. He literally cares about
cares
himself and the two people until like
Okay.
more of the girls join his party, and of
Yeah,
course,
he
it
really-
expands.
he really only cares about himself, Yue, and
But there's not another protagonist that's like him that I've seen so far. I do like the way it's grown. And next up is A Silent Voice. It's a movie and it deserves
Okay,
godlike.
no. Before we put that, let's get rid of that black one.
This
We're gonna end
is a no. It's worse than Dumpster Fire. It's worse than Dumpster Fire. It's Death Note Netflix adaptation.
I thought that it was.
That's why I wasn't saying it is. It is Death Note, but it's not.
So that deserves its own category below with Dumpster Fire.
Just Netflix adaptation. It is its own category.
Add red blow.
No.
Never
Call Hood do not
Been-
touch.
been made.
No, it's just Netflix adaptation. Is its own.
No, never been made. I feel like never. And then Silent Voice is godlike.
Yeah.
Silent Voice
I haven't
is
seen it, but I'm pretty sure
Silent
if I remember
Voice-
correctly, it was made by the same that did your.
No, it is not.
Wasn't?
No, it's made by
I thought
Kyoto.
it
It's
was.
made by Kyoto Animation.
I'm pretty sure at least some of the people, at least leading staff on Your Name, also worked on Silent.
But it's up on the top. It's up on the top rated show with Your Name. I mean movie with Your Name. It's not
Yeah.
Your Name status, but it has its godlike status. It is so special and so
it is,
good.
I think the second highest rated anime. The only one higher than it is Your Name, which is perfectly.
There's a
acceptable.
lot of high rated movies, but like Silent Voice stands out, and it makes its point across so hard that it makes you feel bad if you've ever done it before. If you've ever been, I'm pretty sure you're gonna figure out in the beginning, but I'm just gonna say its main topic is bullying.
Oh
Okay.
no, I know. I've seen some very very emotional AMVs that have made me cry. I haven't even seen the series.
And
Okay, let's get this wrapped up.
it's a
I wanna
movie.
Eat and go to bed.
Okay, so I will, but it on the topic, it did it extremely well. It didn't overdo it or it didn't underdo it. It went to the topic. It punched it in the face, and it made you like it made you feel shit, and it made you feel shit.
It made you feel shit you didn't know you could.
Nah, your lie made me feel what I could not feel. The reason why okay, I'm just gonna go back to Your Lie. The reason why I rate Your Lie so high besides any other anime is because
Go watch his review for it. Let's end this.
the dub. No, I got to speak on it a little bit. The dub Your Lie is the best. It's amazing, but the reason why it stands out is Kaori. What she is as her character and personality made me think like, holy shit, if this was my girlfriend, I would cherish her like it was the end of the world. Whatever she said, it would be right. I wouldn't give two shits.
And then the ending.
And then events happen.
Donnie, you can't say shit about the ending.
And then
I know
events
the ending though.
Doesn't matter.
and then
You
events happen, and
understand the ending.
it made me feel like I actually lost someone special. Like I could picture my mom in those shoes, and then me losing my mom.
I hadn't felt in a long time. As in, I hadn't felt those things since I was like fucking 5.
I'm gonna say real men cry, and if you didn't cry during that, you ain't a man. Real men
Okay.
cry.
Let's wrap this.
So let's wrap this up. So everyone, welcome to the final tier list. The final little bit of the tier list. This is our opinions. This ain't the real thing. Of course, some of these shows will probably get rated a little bit higher, a little bit lower, but that's okay. I kind of had to pick shows that were relatively known to other people that were in this. Sadly, Joker could not make it, and I kind of made it more towards him
Yeah.
and Nubby. If it wasn't those two and it was other people, I could have expanded this a lot more. But that's why there's a lot of stuff.
Me and Pat, there would have been a lot.
There would have been a lot more, and a lot of things wouldn't have been in demigod and godlike. There would have been more above average and average.
Yeah,
But,
a lot of the shows I've seen barely fall into below Pat.
yeah, or average. There's a lot that are like Trinity 7. That's fucking trash can. Get that shit out of my face.
Blast Writer, below passable.
But yeah. I do want to say everyone that is in the stream right now, so thank you. If you want to catch a podcast, we stream Monday, Wednesday, Friday. It is Monday, correct? Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
We stream Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, so be sure to catch us on
The VOD
twitch.tv
will be up on YouTube.
/ Patrioholic 2Cs. And yeah.
Link will be in the description.
Link would be in the description as well, and the other two that are joining me. This has been the Slice of Anime podcast. I am Slice of Romance, also known as Pat. I'm joined by...
Slice of Sci-Fi, or Waffles.
And...
Slice of Fantasy, or you can call me pretty much anything, mostly Nubby.
Bitch.
Yeah, I'll answer
Okay,
that.
he's not.
Oh,
He's not.
And we also have Joker. We have Shonen Trash, who's called Trash. His name's Trash. We don't talk about him. He's special to us. Yeah, thank you everyone for coming out, and I really do hope you like this video. If you do, make sure to leave a thumbs up, subscribe. if you're new, and if you want to leave something so we can do in the next podcast, put it in the comments. Very enjoyable to read comments. Until next time of another podcast. This is Slice of Anime signing out. Bye bye, everyone.
Bye.